highway at night, there is only one place I make a point to stop. Morty's Diner, where the coffee is always hot. The apple pie is out of this world. And the conversation is always riveting. Morty's Diner, the best stop along the late night live stream highway.
If you want to catch a live stream, let me tell you, don't stop till you hit Morty's Diner. Morty's Diner, the best conversation in town, without being alien anal probed.
And hello, welcome to Morty's Diner. And Sunday afternoon, about almost 1:30. How are you doing today? Well. I'll tell you. Amazing. And we have maybe 10 people watching. That's pretty nice. Good afternoon, AD Never Calling. Why does Morty's crappy luxury diner have a full bar with pseudo hot bartenders? Shake it, baby. Well, people asked me that when I started with that video, and the fact is, it's not usual that a diner has a bar. Yeah, well, like I said, I mean, I paid off the county commissioners, and we got our liquor license, and that explains the bar. Dodger, I like my slow mode, suits my demeanor. Thank you, Dodger. Good to see you. All right, so today's show is entitled, Please Don't Watch My Morty's Diner channel. Please don't listen to my Morty's Diner shows. Please, okay? I mean, I'm asking you, please don't. And the reason I'm talking about this, is I was watching the replay of the Docs Report show from earlier from this morning. And this is not just targeted or directed to Doc's report, but to many, many people out there who watch my show. And there are many people who watch my channel, and then I see them later on some other channel talking about, my show or my shows, and their understanding or interpretation of what I do here is so strange and confused, misunderstood, and it's like I'm speaking to them in a foreign language, because like they don't get my channel, they don't get me. And then they go on another channel and they go, "Did you hear what Morty did last night? What he said?" And yeah, I said whatever they're going to clip they're playing or whatever. I said, yeah, that's right. But do you understand the subtext, the context, the environment, the humor, the meaning? And the answer is they don't. So you don't have to watch my channel because I'm speaking to you people, those people, you people, or individuals, If you don't understand what I'm doing here, then you don't have to watch my channel. I mean, if you want to watch the channel, by all means watch it. But if you're watching it for an hour, a half hour, 2 hours, and you don't even know what I'm talking about, then why? Like why? Why would you watch, why are you going to watch a movie in the Martian language if there's no subtitles and you can't even speak Martian? Maybe you like the scenery or the good-looking aliens. Okay, that's fair enough. But there's no reason to watch it, So I think that would do a lot of, that would be they'd be doing themselves a big favor. Watch channels run by channel hosts who you understand what they're talking about. Most likely it's going to be pure, unbridled, unabridged, unedited hate and bloody violence and vomit violence and self-harm violence and insults and race hate. Stay with those channels and enjoy the content because you can connect with the host. You understand what he's saying. Okay. But on this channel, I don't think many people understand what I'm saying. They don't get it. So there's no need to follow my channel, no need to watch the channel if you're not understanding what I'm doing, what I'm talking about. So I just wanted to put that out there. And to quote my good friend, Original OC, I'd rather have 10 or 15 high quality, high IQ viewers than 100 low IQ loser hater, nobodies. That's what it's all about, fuckers. There's winners and then there's losers. So, there you have it. Okay, hey, we got some comments going here. And you know what I just realized? I don't have some great music going on. Yeah, great to see you, Dodger. No, Docs was on earlier today. I was watching a replay. Yeah, he banned you because you were wearing your Viking helmet. And he said, take your funny hats and get out of here. And he banned you. Dodger, no one gets me, don't worry. Right, well, I understand that. I don't need the money. I don't need the money. I need the money. Incredible. Dodger, I watch you because this is a safe space. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it is a safe space. Hello, AD. Very well, Mort. I won't watch. Okay, well, all right. And hello, Rich Mitch. Yeah, when so after I turned off docs and decided I'll have, I went and got a bottle of water from the kitchen, and now I'm pushing some water. I thought, well, I'll just do a show and make this announcement, because I think it would save a lot of people, both the individual viewer and myself, a lot of unnecessary, not grief, but time. Just make your life easy and simplify it. Okay, very nice. Hello, Mrs. Wilkinson. Very moist in my region. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty amazing. So yeah, but we are continuing the theme. Morty has no fun money. I have no fun money. I have no fun, no future, no nothing. Morty really needs your help. Now, within the last 2 weeks, after being on YouTube for about 7 years, and making, in terms of monthly Super Chat PayPals, less than $100 a month on average, okay? Over that 7 years, no one has ever said, why doesn't anybody think about poor Morty and his diner? This guy's been slogging it out in the fields, slogging it out in the mud, for 7 years, putting out quality content, original content. And this guy can't even get $100 a month in super chats. Well, maybe some months a little more, okay? But on average, probably $100 a month, if that, right? No one ever said, boy, Morty's really putting in the effort. This guy's a real trooper. He's not getting the reward for his effort and time and hard work. Why don't people help Morty? Why don't people support Morty like they do all these other channels run by people who are millionaires or half a millionaire and have Rolex collections, who don't need money? It's just fun money for them, but people give them the fun money. They don't give me the fun money. So after 7 years of just the basic, if you like the show, please super chat, send a PayPal. After Watch Nicholas said 2 weeks ago, he doesn't need the money. He was saying for the longest time, I'm the poor. Send money now, send money now. Well, when he said 2 weeks ago, verified in a screenshot that Patel Philippe showed on the dungeon, he said, I don't need the money. I'm just fine. I like the money. It lets me do fun things. Well, I thought, well, there you go. He doesn't need the money. I mean, he's talking about tens of thousands of dollars he's got invested in stocks, and he watches the stocks and his investments on a daily basis. He just went down $18,000 yesterday on one of his stocks. He doesn't need the money. He's doing very comfortably. He's doing fine. This is what he has said. I'm not picking on him. He said this. So the fact is, I need the money. So for 2 weeks, I've been saying, hey, folks, I need the money. I don't have $20,000 in stock. Or, I mean, more than that. I don't have hundreds of thousands in Bitcoin like some people do, or any Bitcoin. I don't have any Bitcoin, No stock, no Bitcoin, no portfolio. That was the word of yesterday, portfolios. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and ask for money, like I need it, So what do I get for it? Yeah. So I get some increased amounts of donations, and now I'm picked on because now after 7 years, I've made more than $100 in a month, and now I'm the target of conversation. Oh, did you see what Morty's doing? Jesus, he actually got $20 last night. Oh, he's making channel's making some money. Well, why not? I've been doing this for 7 years, putting out, original creative content. Yes, a lot of it is boring and tedious. I understand. Yeah. Anyway, and I heard Narc, AD Never Calling, if you're still there. I heard on the Watch Nicholas channel last night, I clicked on it for a while, and he was talking to, I think he was talking to Nicholas. This was before his late night channel show with Dr. Bob and Jax. This was with Nicholas, and Narc went on there and he goes, "Hey, have you looked at Morty's channel on Playboard? You know how much money this guy's made?" Well, for the previous 7 years, Narc has never, gone on anybody's show and said, "I was looking at the Playboard figures. Poor Morty, he makes so little, he doesn't even show up on Playboard. And he's putting in, 100 hours a month, and he gets nothing." He never said that. But as soon as you make more than $100, oh my God. Anyway, so AD Never Calling, Narc said to Nick last night, he says, "You know what else?" He says, I've been communicating with AD Never Calling. You know what? AD Never Calling has been sending Morty $200 a week behind the scenes. That's what he said. He said AD Never Calling has been sending Morty $200 a week, off the screen, behind the scenes. And Nick goes, "Oh, well, yeah. And I want to clarify this. AD Never Calling has not been sending me $200 a week for the last month or any week. On the show or behind the scenes. I'll repeat, AD Never Calling, Narc, this is for you. Narc, AD Never Calling has not been sending me at any time $200 a week behind the scenes. PayPal, Cash App, anything, okay? Or on the show. And this is a prime example of you just pulling stuff out of your ass, like that other guy, and just throwing it on the channels to create hate, viciousness, misogyny, viscountness, control the audience's thinking with your bullshit, made up hallucinatory bullshit, I don't mind it, but I mean, I just wanted to clarify this because my friend AD Never Calling has never ever sent me $200 a week on the show or behind the scenes. So anybody who's watching this now who heard that on the Nicholas and Narc conversation last night, it's just not true. Narc says, I don't know what percent, but it's a high percent of what Narc says is just made up bullshit. Sometimes it's funny, and sometimes it's not. And this was neither funny or not funny. It was just not true. Okay, let's go back to the comments here. Okay. Boris. Morty, if I contribute to a blog, can I call myself a writer? Sure, you can. You can call yourself anything you want. It's a good idea. Yeah. All right, let's catch up here. Yeah, this is a safe space, Dodger, because just as I was setting up my show, I noticed the Watch Nicholas channel was on or still is on, and the Marcello Time channel is on or still on. This is like, 25, 30 minutes ago. And you know what they're doing? Watch Nicholas is doing a show talking about Bateman, Lux, JB, that topic. And Marcello is live streaming Nicholas's live stream on his channel. And he's going, commenting on the Nicholas live stream. So that's what you're missing. If you want to catch that content, head over to either the Watch Nicholas channel or the Marcello Time channel, because they're both showing the same thing. And enjoy the content. It's at Marcello Time. Okay. Yeah, that's a 10-second encapsulation of the Marcelo Time channel. And Nelson Oliveira, wow, $100 super chat. Oh man, what a great guy you are. Thank you so much, Nelson. Watching my channel for many, many years with the support for the channel. Thank you so much, Nelson. $100 super chat. Crappy, just a little something for the Thanksgiving fund. Oh, I can have some fun money for Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, thank you so much, Nelson. I'll put $20 towards a Thanksgiving dinner and $80 to the dental bill. Thank you so minus after the 30% Google. Thank you so much, Nelson. That made my whole day. That made my whole year. Thank you, Nelson. Okay. Boris, yeah, wow. AD never calling is a generous guy. Well, like I said, what Narc said to Nick is just not true. AD has not, is not sending me $200 a week behind the scenes. There's just no way. Okay. So just to clarify the Narc bullshit. AD, hate, viciousness, reflective of the requirements for super chats. Well, yeah, you're kind of right about that. Dodger, my dear, I'm here for you. Wow. Yeah, Mrs. Wilkinson is in the Cotswolds. What a beautiful part of England. I've seen a lot of videos about that. Beautiful. Okay, very nice. Shut up and read Nelson's super chat, you whiny. I just did. Okay. Hey, Nelson, winter here soon. Let me know if I should build an igloo or something. I would love to have an igloo in the backyard in the wintertime. That would be great. Maybe when I was a little kid, maybe we did build or try to build igloos. I can't remember, but I bet you we did. Because many times in New York, there was very heavy snowfall. And I bet you we did build igloos. Yeah. AD never calling. Indeed, my dear. We have lots of U.S. tourists in the summer, right? Nelson, hey, Dodger, that was an amazing snow angel. Snow angel talk. Wow, nice. Did he, did he say that? A narc? Yes, he did. He did, AD. More lies. I haven't sent you anything behind the scenes. That's absolutely true. Absolutely true. This is a fact. AD's not sent me one penny behind the scenes. I mean, anything, even a penny or any amount, nothing. Hey, hello, old-timey. Nice to see you. How's your Sunday going? Right. Not to say that if AD wanted to send me $200 a week behind the scenes, I wouldn't gratefully accept it. I sure would. But he's never done that, and he has no intention of doing that. Nor has anyone else sent me $200 a week behind the scenes, just to clarify that whole thing. Okay, very nice. Nelson, no problem, always fun. Off to the Dubai watch time soon. Dodger, you're going to Dubai? Really? Well, Jamie Opulence, I saw he's in Dubai. He arrived yesterday. I didn't know about that. Now, Dodger, you're going to Dubai? Wow. Amazing. What do you people do in Dubai? I don't know. AD, and for the record, I haven't had the opportunity to talk to Narc since. Well, I didn't know you were that close to a lot of to Narc where you communicated back and forth. I don't know if it's email or phone or whatever, but unbelievable. What's October 25th? Oh, you haven't talked to him since the 25th. Okay. Like a week or longer ago. Oh, all right. Narc makes me blush. Yeah, well, he makes himself blush. No, he doesn't. He only blushes when he goes into the shower at the men's only fitness center he goes to. Guy Gadwa, how you doing? Channel member. The Indiana Penn State game was crazy, baby. Really? Well, I don't watch sports on TV, so I guess it was. Okay. Okay, here we go. And let's see. Yes, we know who this is. Okay. Ah, Amritsar Manchild. How you doing? I'm disturbed AC3 is in China on business with Lux. He's going to end up losing more donors' money. Well, yeah, I mean, you look, the people who chat AC3 or Lux, that's not my affair. Okay. But someone's a Breitling watching time summed this up perfectly. I need to make a screenshot of what he said on my show last night in the chat. He said people send Archie and Lux or other people their own fund money that they've worked hard for. They send them to those people who don't work to have fun with their money. I mean, that's it. It's incredible. Right. Okay, you're going to Dubai next Sunday. Unbelievable. Oh, we talk shit and have fun. All right. And Geek at What? Can you believe a Cuban is going to win the Heisman? AD. Why not? What's the difference? Dodger. Morty, I would send you the Snow Angel vid, but you have no email to send to. My email's on my channel. It's Morty's Diner at proton.me. That's my email. Morty's Diner, no apostrophe. Morty's Diner at proton.me. Yeah, people send me email, hate mail, a lot of hate messages. Yeah. And show suggestions or timestamps or clips. Yeah, sure. You know, or whatever. Anyway, I'll tell you what, I'll put the invite link up. That was the primary message I wanted to get out for the show about if people don't understand what I'm talking about, they just don't get it. And this has, been evidenced by many comments over the many months or years on, I hear other people say when they're on another channel, they just don't get what I'm talking about at all. They just don't get it. And I would like to save them the time of maybe you should just spend the time watching my channel or listening to me, because you're not understanding what I'm doing, what I'm saying, Anyway, just thought I'd put that out. Yeah, flying to Dubai. Wow, amazing. All right. No, this is a non-hate channel. We don't do hate here. But I do offer suggestions to the viewers. If they want the hate and viciousness, go on over to those channels because it's round the clock, 24/7, hate and viciousness. Lies, insults, degradation, face blasting. So if you want that stuff, head over there. That's what you're missing. That's the kind of action you're missing on those other channels. So, don't feel that as nice as it is to have you here, don't feel that you need to stay here. By all means, if you want the face blasting or want to watch the others face blasting each other, head on over there because that's what they do. That is what they do. Amazing. All right. Why is whipped cream coming out of that chap's laptop? I'm confused. Well, Mrs. Wilkinson, good question. Go over to those other channels, and within a minute or two, you'll understand. You'll get it. Right. AD, we love Cubans, Gigadwa, especially the nice... Unbelievable. Hello, little Dave. Yeah, we don't do the hate and viciousness, the name calling, the face blasting, the race hatred, every kind of hatred. We don't do that here. We're just trying to, have a peaceful sanctuary. I wouldn't say that, but a peaceful place to have enjoyable conversation, interesting topics, and asking for money because Morty needs it.
The time has come. Why give your money away to people that don't need it? Morty needs the money. It's time to make it rain, bitches. Morty's Diner. Why give your money away to support a lifestyle? Give it to someone that needs it, appreciates it, and respects it.
Yeah, there you go. Hope I have an umbrella because the money is raining down so hard. Coins and dollar bills and $100 bills and $2 bills, and it's all just coming out of the rain. So I'm walking around with an umbrella, which would be just great. A Louis Vuitton umbrella, no doubt. But yeah, people are hiding here because the hate is just it's so you can't even say it's out of control on the other channels because it's and here's the players in the recent hate. Okay, it's certainly not me. Well, it is, but that's on a different category. It's the characters involved are Watch Nicholas, JB, Bateman, Marcello, the Blaster in Chief, that guy, and Dr. Bob on the second team involved in that with Jax, my good friend Jax. He's involved in it now. On the late night show on the Nicholas channel, and the Uzi guy, he's primary player in all the hate, and so shake it all up, mix it all around, stir it up, and that's what's going on. Oh, and Lux, and Patel Philippe, he's in it too. So that's what you got. Shake it all up and roll it around, and that's what's going on. The most vicious, vile, nasty viscountness and hate. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So here we don't do that, We just, ask for money because we need it and try to, have interesting chat. That's relaxing, in a relaxing format. Yeah, it's so repetitive. It's beyond repetitive, Dave. Yeah. Yeah, we're safe here. It's a good feeling. Nothing at all, AD. Not one thing. Right, got it. Okay, very nice. We're caught up. Little Dave, the Blaster Chief guy, said he's not interested in hate anymore. Yeah, right. Okay, and you believe that? What do you mean? That's what he lives and breathes for. What are you talking about? Yes. Yes, little Dave. Could you be less general? No, we don't do any face blasting here. I do comment on the face blasting phenomenon in those other channels, but the phenomena, yeah. But right. And again, super thanks to Nelson Oliveira for supporting the channel today. Show sponsor until we get a bigger and more, heavier, bigger show sponsor. But big thanks to Nelson Oliveira. And you know what I'm worried about? Speaking about Portugal, you know what I'm worried about? I mean, really worried about is in New York, which is just being destroyed now beyond any recognition from what it was, not only when I was a kid, but 10, 20 years ago, the sardine shop that JB told me about, which is, it's a Portuguese, all they have is, it's a store. It's about 2 blocks from Times Square. I forgot the name of it. It's something like A Taste of Portugal or something like that. I'd have to look it up again. And I want to get to that store so badly and check out all the items they have from Portugal, all the sardines and other Portuguese stuff, but primarily sardines. They have just shelf loads of sardine varieties and brands, and oh my God. I'd like to work at that store, but I'm not Portuguese. That's the problem. Anyway, New York is going to be entering such a end-of-life period. Well, it already is in that, with that new jihadist, Islamic, communist, American-hating, socialist, Marxist mayor. It's just going to be DOA in no time. That fantastic Portuguese sardine shop at Times Square, well, 2 blocks from Times Square, they're not going to be able to survive. The store will either be broken into at night and ransacked by a congress of baboons, stealing everything. I guess baboons would like sardines too. If they can figure out how to open the tin, pull the tab, then yeah. So not only will the shelves be ransacked, but prior to that, because there'll be no more tourists walking the streets like decades ago, spending money and having a great time in New York, the store will probably have to go out of business and close down before I get a chance to go to New York and visit that store myself. And that is heartbreaking, because that would be one of the very first stops I'll make whenever I can get to New York, which I don't know when I can because I don't have any fund money. So yeah. The Nuri sardines, I've seen that brand in some of the upscale markets here. I don't remember if I bought one. Nuri sardines are good. I ate a can the other day with some sourdough bread. Oh, that sounds so nice. Yeah, I might have bought one of those. I don't remember, but the import food store has those. I've seen them. Yeah. What's the diner policy on silly hats? Oh, we have no policy on silly hats, as long as they're not pornographic or obscene. Hats are cool. Wear any hat you want. We especially encourage MAGA hats. Those are, yeah. Well, our good friend Golden Baba took a wicked face blast the other night. Oh, really? I didn't see that. That show, I guess it was on that channel, the Face Blaster channel. I guess it's probably taken down. I haven't looked for it, but if anybody has that clip, I'd be amused to see that. But he hangs out with those people. So is it not to be expected that, he'd be, face blasted with a giant face blasting hose? I mean, there's no question about it. I'll look if that show's still up, but they probably put it in private or take it down. But if it's up, I'll go look for it. All right. Baba can come back here, by the way, if he wants. $500 penance, and he can come back on the panel or in the chat, whatever. I have reduced it, special discount, special holiday season discount for Baba $50 off for the meager sum of a $450 penance. You can gain readmission to the diner. No problem. Okay. Dodger, Docs, please don't get me banned here too, because I'm running out of places to go. No. Docs can't ban people here. So, hey, RLXWY channel member, thank you so much for your continued support of the diner. $9.99 super chat. Thank you, RLXWY. Right. Fantastic. All right. Thank you so much. Baba, come back. Geekhead, Baba, come back. Well, he treats me kind of nasty, or he has treated me kind of nasty, violent, and vicious. He really does. But he can come back if he, what would the word be for penance? Offering penance, providing, giving, not paying penance. No, it would be for doing penance. I think doing penance. Yeah. So, yeah, and same applies to the Nazi Uzi. Watch Nicholas. I made up a chart, in fact. I'll post it, of penance to return to the diner channel. For Narc is 750. Baba, Baba 500 current discounted to 450. Nicholas and Uzi, it's very expensive. I'd have to look back at the chart again, because they've caused incredible damage to the planet, not only to the diner and to myself, but to the planet. Baba used to be a nice person. I don't know. He's a Bitcoin millionaire. Beautiful blonde girlfriend. He has lots of fun money. Well, Guy, that's not that far off. I don't have the list I have in front of me. I don't have it accessible right away, but I'll post that just so you know. And then GD had asked me what about that other guy, and that's yeah. I mean, come on, make me laugh, right? Okay, so anyway, we're caught up with that. The invite link is up. If anybody would like to join, I really don't have much to talk about. I'd like to talk about portfolios. Doc's report mentioned that in his show this morning, that I was so sad and downtrodden and not heartbroken, ache that everybody's got a portfolio, but me. My portfolio is worth $12. Nicholas, he's in the tens of thousands. Doc's report, clearly in the millions or hundreds of thousands. Archie Luxury, 6 figures easily. Let me look up. I'll give you my honest portfolio. This is the truth. My portfolio today, at this moment, is worth $12.72. That's based on an original investment of $11. Total gain up 15.64%. Present value $12.72. Initial investment amount $11. That's it. I have Alphabet Inc. Class A, presently $2.31. Fraction of a share. Broadcom is at $1.50. Alphabet Inc. Class A, $7.31. Nvidia, present value, $1.43. Strategy, $2.48, today's value. That's it. That's my portfolio. Should I hang on with it now? Should I hang on to those because they might go up tremendously? $15, $16? Or should I just sell it today and go for the $12? All right, let's see. AD, forgiveness is easy, Morty. can't have cash bail penance for everyone. No, it's not just everyone. No. You see, it can't work like that. Just say come back. No. The damage that's been done by certain people, the pain inflicted, the heartache, the heartbreak, the damage, the defilement, the defaming, the defamation. No. The abuse, the lies, the hatred. No, that just can't be forgiven. Okay. Guy was mistreated by a lot of those other people, really. Well, but he hangs out there. His chat's dead now, little Dave. AD, don't isolate yourself from everybody, Morty. Then you'll be a lonely old man someday. What are you talking about? I've got Wawa. I've got Walmart. I'm not a lonely old man, now or in the future. Oh, here we go. All right, we got a new commenter name here. Right, all righty. Let's hang on a second. All right, Bend Over Heights, 2030. Narc said you are a decamillionaire, Morty. Who is lying, you or Narc? I am not a decamillionaire. I have never been a decamillionaire. So clearly, Narc is lying. Does that answer your question satisfactorily? Bend Over Heights 2030. Now, the question may come up in your mind, if I were a decamillionaire, would I say so on the channel? The answer is no, I wouldn't. But Narc is lying regardless. And for that honest answer, Bend Over, why don't you make a super chat to show your good faith and help support Morty, who needs fun money. He needs money, period. I can't pay my bills. You know, as a matter of fact, I was looking on some websites where you can, get loans. I was thinking just take out a $25,000 loan, and it said you can apply. It won't affect your credit. Just, they'll give you a preliminary answer before they run your credit, which is, So I filled it out, and they offered me, pending, my clicking the button to get the full approval, the final approval after they run a credit check, 39.9%, I can borrow $25,000. And then I could pay off all the crushing debt I have. So is it worth paying off all the credit card and other debt I have by getting in your bank account the next day, probably, $25,000 minus a processing fee of like $100 or whatever. $25,000 or $30,000 at 39.9%. Then I can pay off all the crushing immediate debt and then just focus on that one usurious account and pay that off. Anybody have a thought on that? 39.9%. Is that excessive? I don't have the math skills, the financial calculator, the financial skills to how to calculate how much interest I'd be paying after the 4 years. Tommy could do that. I'm sure he's got a financial calculator. I used to have a financial calculator, but I don't anymore. So I don't know how to figure out how much interest I'd be paying for the 4 years of that loan. But it would alleviate the sudden pressure of paying off, consolidating all those bills and just paying off in one day $25,000 worth or whatever, and then or whatever it is, and then just have one account to pay off at a mere 39.9% for 4 years, so, or 5 years, whatever it is. Anyway, okay. Yes, he is. Yeah, and he can come back. Penance for him is $750. AD, Wawa, Walmart, but no one to show with. Invite Baba back. Well, if you're saying hanging out with Baba, I have a choice of hanging out with Baba, or choice B, isolate myself from everybody and become a lonely old man. The second choice doesn't seem that bad if you're talking about hanging out with Baba. Wow. Okay. Link for AD and Ducks. The invite link is up. I'll put it up again. It's up and it's posted at the top of the chat. Hey, yesterday I actually looked up the Wawa website and a couple other gas station chains similar to Wawa. Forgot the names of them. And they have burritos, hamburgers, hot dogs, sandwiches, honey buns, ice cream, machine or frozen ice cream, snacks, gas station, of course, and stuff. Yeah. It would be nice to visit an actual Wawa before my time on the planet is up, but I would rather go to a Wawa in Florida and see what it's like than go on a trip to Dubai, because I don't know what I would do in Dubai, and it's too hot. AD and Docs got busy at the Wawa, you bet. Little Dave, Wawa is a gas station, a super deluxe gas station, mini mart, food place, and primarily either only in Florida or primarily in Florida. I thought a Wawa, well, that's a Wawa pedal, right? Exactly. Yeah. It's on the bucket list. Yeah, I can't even afford a bucket at Home Depot, but if I could, it would be on the list. Everybody, please hang on just 1 second. I've got to check something. And we're back. Okay. So let's catch up on the comments here. No, Wawa is up and down the East Coast. It started in Pennsylvania, plenty of them. I do think Buc-ee's is the better choice if you have to pick between the two. Well, that would be the ideal bucket list way to do it. Fly into Dallas-Fort Worth. Nearest Buc-ee's probably somewhere in, within a half hour of the airport. Head back to the airport after visiting Buc-ee's and fly on into Orlando or Miami or whatever, and Orlando, yeah. And visit a Buc-ee's somewhere in Florida, and then head on over to the next stop on the trip, right? Okay. I don't hear any music. Oh, it's there. Okay. Yeah. All right. Hey, Aussie Expat, how you doing? I like loves. What is loves? That's a new one. What is that, like Wawa or Buc-ee's? Mm-hmm. Loves is a gas station. Love that loves. Wow. Gas station content. Wow. Loves gas station. Here it is. Loves travel stops. There it is. Unbelievable. And it's all over the country. Holy cow. Country store, travel stop, RV stop, and Speedco. Full truck services. Commercial truck oil change, light mechanical, truck wash, Freightliner express point, Speedco on-site international warranty and tire services. Also can be used for Amazon pickup, bulk propane, self-storage, a pet wash station, dog park. Holy cow. Let me expand this map here. Let's take a look at Texas, for example. Oh man, they're all over Texas. I wonder if AD must know about Loves. I'm looking at the Dallas map. Oh, they're far out of the cities. Okay. Oh, these are very far out from Dallas. Okay. Wow, those are really far away. Really country. Do they have them here in Oregon? Yes, they do. Hey, they got them in Oregon. Portland. They got one in Vancouver, Washington State, which is, and one south of Salem, Oregon. All right. How about Las Vegas? I know people are saying, why doesn't he show this? Because I have to be on Chrome to do that. Where's Las Vegas? Reno. Las Vegas. Yeah, they got one in Las Vegas. Where is it? It's way out from the city. It's in a place called Garnet, Nevada. Is the Loves. Right on the I-15. And how about that? Loves. I'm going to have to save that page and check it out later. All right. Oh, 90 knots. Hey, baby. How you doing? Loves started in Oklahoma. Yeah. The only truck stop I ever been to, a real truck stop, I drove from Dallas to Oklahoma City. Well, I did many times. And as you get about half hour north of Dallas, another half hour, an hour north of Dallas on the I-35, it was a first time ever truck stop that I ever went to. So I pulled in, and they had a separate shower area. That was they had truckers area only, and then just general visitors. You had to choose which section to be in, and you could take a shower, get a meal, take care of your truck, all kinds of stuff. BJ's at the Buc-ee's. Wow. Aussie, which gas station has the best value BJ's? AD never calling? Do you have any knowledge about that? Which gas station has the best value BJ's? Probably outside of Las Vegas, I would think they have the best value BJ's. Because there's more value for money out there, as they say. Yeah, right, on the interstates. Loves are interstate only. Very good. 90 knots. I know several people who work at the headquarters in Oklahoma City. Maybe I can get a job there. Send them a resume, and at the interview they'll say, so tell us about your job experience. You go, well, I don't have any. I do have a YouTube channel where I talk about the face blasters on those other channels. And they go, you must go now. You must leave now. AD, hey, here we have it. Loves is my favorite truck stop. I aim to use them as much as possible. Aussie Expat just exploded a whole new topic here. Loves truck stops. And AD verifies Aussie Expat. Love's is AD's #1 favorite truck stop. Better than Bucky's. Different, but better. Wow. I feel like flying back to Oklahoma City to go to a Love's. I could do Love's in Oklahoma City, then drive down to Fort Worth and go to a Bucky's, then hop on the plane, like I said, to Florida and go to a Wawa. And then just drive to the beach in one of the coastal towns there and just lay on the beach and pass on to the next stage. Yeah. I have a Love's 3 miles from my house. I don't see how you can resist not going there every day, AD. Yeah, right. Oh, Boris, here we go. I think Troutdale on the way to Hood River has a Love's. Okay, well, I know where that area is. When I looked on that Love's website map, it showed one in the eastern part of Vancouver, Washington. I didn't notice one in Troutdale, but okay. Mrs. Love just died not that long ago. Are they related to the name of Love Field, Dallas Airport, Love Field? That would be quite a coincidence. Tom Love was a billionaire. I don't know anything about this company. Tom Love, Mrs. Love. Love's has the best gas prices by 20 cents in my neighborhood. Holy cow. Love's is the place to go. Tom Love. Here it is. Never heard that name. Thomas Love, 1937 to 2023, was an American billionaire businessman, founder, owner, and executive chairman of Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. Born in Oklahoma City. Wow, a deep Oklahoma history with the family. He was in the Marine Corps. Right. Moved on. They started off their first self-service gas station in Watonga, Oklahoma. I never even heard of that town. It must be very small. Then he opened up another 30 gas stations. In 1971, he decided to merge self-service gas stations with convenience stores, and the business continued to grow. Now there are more than 600 locations in 42 states. Holy cow. He was posthumously awarded an honorary degree from the University of Oklahoma, May 2024. There you have it. Amazing. It's pretty interesting. Yeah. Okay. Let's get back to today's show. The main purpose. Morty has no fun money. Morty has no fun, no future, no nothing, no Wawa, no Love's gas station, no Bucky's, nothing. Morty needs your help. Send money now. Okay, we got that covered. Very good. Wow. In fact, in Dallas, you could visit a Love's and a Bucky's in the same day. Just go from one to the other. Or same thing in Oklahoma as well. I wonder which would be a better place for me to get a job at, Bucky's or Love's. I bet you they're both good employers. Maybe I should do that. Then I could build up a portfolio. And docs could say, we're all proud of Morty now. He's got a job. He's got a real job, 40 hours a week, building up this portfolio, got a 401k working at Bucky's or Love's. And it's the new Morty. Wow. Okay, any questions? Any comments? Any panelists? Any money? Hello? Any hate? Well, there's plenty of hate on the other channels. Yeah. For people who may not have seen the hate shit on the other channels, it's mind-blowing, unbelievable. Unbelievable. 90 nuts. Buc-ee's pays better. They pay their store managers a lot. Okay, well, that's it. I should move back to Fort Worth and get a job at Buc-ee's and work up to store manager. That's probably better than me taking out a $30,000 loan at 39.9%. So I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. Back when I was there, Fort Worth was a nice place. I don't know what it's like now. Very quiet city, very quiet. But everything's there. Well, not everything. There's no pastrami sandwiches, you know. But I'll have to check it. Biff, what is your view on investing in Bitcoin? Well, I don't have any Bitcoin. I had some and I sold it a couple months ago. I would say if you're an everyday millionaire, invest in Bitcoin. Why not? So let's say you're worth 2 million, 3 million, just an everyday millionaire, and you put 100,000 in Bitcoin, and let's say at the extreme you lose all 100,000. So what? You would still have 2.9 million or 1.9 million in net worth. So that 100,000 would be fun money. Yeah. Narc, G. Gadwa. Narc was tame compared to these new levels of viscountness, Morty. Yeah, you know, I've heard some of these people say, the hate now. Oh, but the Master Blaster guy, you know, the face blaster in chief, he said he's heard that the hate in the years ago was worse than it is now. And Patel actually validated that. And that's absolutely not true. Yeah, there's been hate in the past, but ever since the last 3 or 4 years, when a certain person entered the verse, the hate has just exponentially increased at an astronomically increasing rate. And it's nothing, in the past is nothing compared to the hate, the pure, drooling, bloody, anal leaking, face blasting levels of hate that are going on now. I mean, there's just no comparison at all. And Boris, Dallas-Fort Worth always seemed like highways in downtown Dallas 1980s, glass high-rises. Houston or San Antonio is the better Texas cities. Well, back when I was there, I spent a lot of time in San Antonio. I really liked it. It was a I only stayed at the Marriott Riverwalk and another hotel, very luxurious hotel, 5 stars by the Riverwalk. I forgot the name of the hotel. Houston, I always stayed at the Inn on the Park or the Meridian. Both very, very nice luxury hotels. And Houston is a gigantic-sized city. It's gigantic. The geography of that city is just huge. It's unbelievably big. And the weather in Houston is just brutally hot and humid. Brutal. Dallas in the suburbs is very, well, back when, was very, very nice. Yeah. Maybe you should unban him. Unban who? There are rules for being unbanned, and those include penance, doing penance. And some people are just excommunicated, period, you know. You don't welcome Satan back to your church. Satan is unredeemable or irredeemable. I gotta look that up. Unredeemable? Is that a word, or is it irredeemable? Or are they both? Unredeemable is, let's see. Turning unredeemable into... hopeless, incorrigible, and irredeemable is a word too. Not redeemable, not terminable by payment of the principal. Beyond remedy. So they both apply. Yeah. Unredeemable, irredeemable. In those cases, you have to call in an exorcist. Biff Helms, when I vacationed in Texas, I liked Austin, close to the Alamo and San Antonio. Well, back when I was there, Austin was still a very small city. And the traffic that they have now in the major office complexes and traffic, that didn't exist in the 80s when I was in Austin. Nope. But I can't say I haven't been there since the 80s. Right. But the good thing about all those cities, Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Austin, there's a Love's and a Buc-ee's not far from wherever you are. We have a guest. Speaking of love, man love, according to the hater, let's bring on Aussie Expat. Hey, Aussie.
G'day. How you doing?
Great. Yeah, I saw that video that the master hater made recently about me, and you're in there as my love interest.
Who's the master hater?
Oh, the face blaster in chief, the electrician guy,
Okay.
the Chicago most wanted. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's obsessed with me. He just can't stop talking about me.
Wow, okay. I'm not even sure who you're referring to. So
the loudmouth screamer,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's just obsessed. He has fantasies about me, prison sex fantasies, but you're in the video too, But anyway, okay, yeah. How's it going?
Yeah, good. I never pass up the opportunity to multitask effectively. I've got World of Warcraft here and Claude AI helping me do something as well. And I'm talking to you. This is fantastic.
Great. There was some hate posted about you on that other channel, one of those other channels.
Oh yeah.
Because you appear on my show.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear the hate comment or not hear it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I've got very thick skin.
This is what one of the haters said, obviously out of envy and jealousy.
Yeah.
Okay. They said, "Hey, did you see? I saw Aussie Expat on Morty's Diner channel, and boy, this guy, he's so full. Basically, he's so full of it. He said he's retired, and he's going to live the rest of his life with his family and just enjoy life. And he retired, and he's a young guy, and he said he worked at Amazon at some point. But I just saw that Amazon just laid off hundreds of employees. So the guy was fired. He was laid off. He's not retired."
Well, the timing, it does seem interesting. It's close, but not quite.
Yeah.
But I haven't worked for Amazon for more than a year. I left Amazon a while back. There's actually
it doesn't
another
matter
company
because
that
they'll just say anything. The haters, they just
I know. It's okay. It's okay to speculate from in that perspective. Like the year prior, so for 2 years now, my wife's been retired, and for 1 year now, I've already left Amazon. And I won't say how so to be like 100% honest about that Amazon situation, I was being paid a lot of money, but the whole RTO situation for people like me in Las Vegas, it was really tough. The reality was, if I wanted to keep that job at Amazon, I would have needed to move to Seattle. And I've talked about this many times, right? I've talked about renting and having flexibility, and you do what's right for you at the time. But thankfully, I was headhunted by another big tech company about a year ago, and decided, you know what, I don't, in addition to Amazon's been doing a lot of layoffs in the last few years, and the company culture is completely different to what I fell in love with. So looking for the door is not a bad thing either, especially if it comes with a pay bump. So I was offered more money to go to a different big tech company, and by all means, it was a much easier job, but I wasn't enjoying it, considering I'd look outside, it was good weather, I'm have less time with my kids because my son's at school, you know, and like basically if they want more information about my retirement story, it's all there. But I've never been laid off. I would have liked to have been, for sure. It would have been so much easier for me to make that decision. Because could you imagine? So if so one of my friends did get laid off. So I've got a lot of friends at Amazon.
Mhm.
One of my friends was laid off 2 weeks ago now. He's paid for the next 7 months.
That's
I
better than
left.
that's better than
I left voluntarily, so I didn't get anything on the way out.
that's
You know
even
what I
better than
mean?
George Costanza's severance at the Yankees.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I would not shy away from, you
7
know, being
months.
laid
Wow.
off. That
Yeah.
would be incredible for me
Right.
because
Right.
instead of walking away and not knowing, you know, because it's incremental, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I could
Yeah.
work another month, get another, you know, get some more money, work another month, get another quarter, get another bone, you know, just go on and on. A layoff would have made, I could have, if I was laid off from Amazon 1 year ago, there's no way I'd be trying to find another FANG job. I mean, I've been FI for a little while now. You
Mm.
know, that gold Daytona represent. Oh, hey, Junior.
So, Daddy, how high am I in Minecraft?
I'll take a look after, okay?
Because because I blow myself to like higher than build limits.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
So my hand is like that.
Yeah.
Did he just did your son just say thank you?
He's very polite. He's very
Yeah.
polite.
Wow.
But,
He didn't say shove it up your ass, cracker. He didn't say that.
So yeah, I would have loved like that. I wouldn't have spent the last year working. So I mean, the last year working was all on top of what I already needed to retire
Yeah.
with. It was just
Yeah.
sort of, you know, and certainly around the tariff stuff where the market went down heavily. You know, I sort of felt glad that I still had a job, but I was thinking, oh, I'm going to work another 3 years because this is just so bad. It's going to keep going down.
Right.
But
Right.
no, you know what? It would have worked out for better if I'd been laid off a year ago. But
Yeah.
the thing is, they would never have laid me off. It would have cost them too much money.
Right. Right.
They could just keep pushing and making your life worse and worse and worse, which they've done to everyone at Amazon. So the prospect of staying is just like to suck it up.
Yeah. Did it ever get to the point working there where you just came in the morning, you know, made up your desk, laid all the papers out, and then went under the desk, take a nap all day, looking like you're
No,
busy, you know?
I would love if I had that. How would I say, like intelligence or
Right.
Machiavellianus?
Right.
Because you know I really didn't enjoy myself yet was still being underutilized towards the
Right.
end there. And then, well, the benefit of that is if you do poorly enough, visibly enough, they'll make the effort to fire you, and that comes with anywhere between 3 and 6 months of pay, really.
Maybe
You
you
know
were
what I mean?
so valuable that you, no matter what you did to try to get fired, they wouldn't fire you. They
There was a
promoted you.
a
Yeah.
time point where I had a direct where I was like, I don't understand why they haven't tried to, you know, forcefully push me, and it's all political. Like, I mean, you don't spend 11 years, like you can spend 11 years at a lot of fan companies, but you don't spend 11 years at Amazon unless you're actually good at that sort of
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
thriving and driving, you know. Um, and that it just never was me to turn the switch off. I would have been so much better off if I did. I wouldn't have had anywhere near as much stress, and they would have moved to have removed me, and it would have cost. It would have made my decision easier, and I would have a better year and have money in my pocket.
Right.
Ultimately,
Great.
that
Yeah.
isn't what happened. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can hypothesize. Okay, let's hypothesize it was laid off. Then you're looking at me still being paid for the next 7 months. That would be
Perfect.
fantastic.
Great.
Perfect.
So now
I
they're
wish
so
I
now
could say,
the
yeah,
hater's even more envious and jealous. Right.
right. Yeah. I mean, it depends what you want, whether or not. I mean, I think the crux of it. I mean, financially, I'm laying it out that it doesn't really matter either way. It would have actually been far more advantageous if I left with them pushing me out the door. I would get money out
Right.
the door. I mean, the crux of it is
It would have been
they,
a fully paid extra bonus 7 months retirement.
yeah, exactly. It's
Right.
like a nice farewell card, you know.
Right.
That would have been fantastic. But I
Right.
think the crux of it is that they're trying to say I'm a liar.
Right. Well, that's because they all
it
are liars. They all
right?
project their own hate and lies,
Yeah,
lying behavior. Yeah.
yeah. I
Well,
think.
anyway.
Well, I mean, I won't drive too hard. It's okay to be skeptical of anyone in this community, and you know who are the people telling the truth and who are the liars. But
Mm.
I hope if people have watched what I've said long enough, they realize it's all consistent. You know.
The most fascinating thing I've found about you from watching you on the shows for a
Mm,
year or two or three or however how long, or
mm,
in fact meeting you in person a couple times,
yeah.
and is that when you go out to dinner at a nice restaurant and order a steak, you pull out your own personal pocket knife and use that knife to cut the steak instead of the knife and fork, that's already on the table. You have your
Right,
own
right.
knife.
And if it's not that nice of a restaurant, I'll also have my own napkin as well.
Oh, well, yeah, right, yeah. And I'd never
Yeah,
seen that before. Anybody picking out using their own folding knife to for their
yeah.
dinner.
Did we talk about it then? Because there's a good reason for that.
Well,
They don't give you good
you
knives.
took it out to cut your steak,
Yeah,
and I was like, wow, I'd never seen that before. Yeah.
yeah. No, but the reason is like they don't necessarily give you good knives at these restaurants,
That's
even the good
absolutely
ones.
true. Yeah,
Um, I was talking to the head of restaurants at Caesars,
yeah,
and I said like, why the hell am I paying like 100 plus a head, and I'm trying to cut my steak with a butter knife? And it's
right,
not because the steak could be cut with a butter knife. It's a real steak,
right.
and it's just a pain in the ass. And he goes, the reason we don't have good knives is because people take them.
Ah, do
What
you think
nastiness is that?
customers at the Trump Hotel restaurant where we had dinner would actually be the kind of people who would steal Trump restaurant knives? Well, actually, yes, because they'd be tourists, not
Yeah,
people actually staying there as high value customers. So when no one
yeah,
was looking, they would steal the silverware. You're right, completely.
yeah. So
Yeah.
what are you supposed to do? I guess bring your own knife. And
Well, at
I've
least you
got a
didn't.
fantastic knife. I've got
Yeah.
I've got the CRK Chris Reeves Sabenza, and it goes with me wherever I go.
Is that the
I've
one
cut
that you
many
used?
meals in half. Yeah. I've
That
cut
one?
many meals in half for my kids. This really came like knives came into their own once I had a toddler, and then two
Yeah.
toddlers, like doubly
Hmm.
so, because they don't necessarily want the kids' meal. They want a piece of your meal or something like that, and you got to cut
Ah.
something up, and you might be cutting something that wasn't meant to be cut. So you actually
When
really
you're
need a
over
good knife.
at a nice restaurant and you're enjoying a really quality steak dinner with that knife, do you ever like just happen to look at another table and there's a guy there having steak,
You
the
just
same
laugh at
steak,
them.
but he's using the restaurant supplied knife and fork and he's
Yeah.
struggling to cut the steak. He's going, oh, goddamn knife!
Normally that's
And you
my
feel
wife.
so superior in your
No,
steak enjoyment.
normally I'm looking over at my wife. She's
Right,
always rolling her eyes at me when I'm doing this, but then
right,
I'm looking at her struggling with her steak.
right. Oh, she doesn't. She uses the supplied knife.
Yeah. She
The
doesn't
restaurant knife.
like for the most part, she doesn't like that I do that
Right.
until it's completely necessary. Like there's a piece of food that just has to be cut, and they
Right.
haven't supplied anything. It's like okay, all right, fine.
Have you ever offered like a compulsive nagging mother? Have you ever offered to cut your wife's steak with your knife in the restaurant? Here, honey, let me cut that for
It's
you.
like no. If we're in the middle of eating a steak, I'm probably eating a steak too. So
Ah,
I'm not swapping over halfway
right,
through,
right, right. Boris,
cutting bits out like a child.
exactly right. Boris says CRKT Gerber Kershaw Benchmade, all made in Portland, Oregon. Oregon baby. Well, that's interesting.
That's
They're all
Well, I
Oregon.
don't know about Portland specifically, but they are all
Oregon.
Oregon. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, quite a lot of knife
I've
makers,
passed the
and Kershaw's
Gerber.
my favorite outside of
Yeah.
CRKT.
Yeah, I passed by one of those off of one of the highways here. One of those Gerber or Kershaw Benchmade.
Yeah,
I passed by one of them. Their factory or whatever. Yeah.
yeah. They're
Oh,
not romantic places. I mean, I was in Idaho, Provo, Idaho, and that's where Blade HQ is located,
Mhm.
and that they're a big online retailer of knives. Like if you can't find it on Amazon, it's Blade HQ that I go
That would
to.
be very good information for Doc's report if he's watching Blade HQ, because he buys watch. He has 21 watches now. He mentioned earlier they're all Citizen Boulevard, solar powered, battery powered, quartz.
Yeah.
21 watches, 17 flashlights, and I don't know how many knives he has now. He just bought
You
another
don't
one.
need that many flashlights. I've let my flashlights die over the years.
Well, he collects them. Yeah.
I think they're good, but I've sort of settled that the best one to have is a head mounted one.
I have one of those. Yeah. Doc's
Yeah.
convinced me to get one of those. I have one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And how many head mounted lamps do you really need? You just need one actually. Well, you
I,
could like one heavy duty one and then one light one for running.
yeah.
Probably
I got
good.
one of those. I bought after being convinced by watching Doc's and his flashlights. I bought one outstanding quality flashlight, and then one tiny one, and then I got like 4 or 5 altogether, but one of them is the primary flashlight. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other one I use every day at my desk when the lights are off. I just reach into one of the drawers, and it's very, very small. It's made by Olight. It's a clip-on. You can clip it on your shirt. It's maybe an inch.
Oh
inch
yeah,
and a half.
I've enjoyed an Olight S1 batten, their first generation of batten style. That's really good because I don't know what you've got. Is yours a batten or what is it?
Let me look at it. I don't know if the model name is on it.
Yeah,
It's
the batten's good because it can be a pocket light where it's relatively small.
O-clip, I think it's called.
O-clip, okay.
You
And then
just it's about an inch and a half long, and it's very, very ruggedly built, and you can clip it on
yeah.
your shirt and walk around the house if the power's out.
Oh, so it goes forward. I get you, like at
Yeah,
90
and you can
degrees.
adjust the different light settings.
That's cool.
Flash,
That's cool.
red, straight light, low light. I mean, it's extraordinary.
So the S1 batten, I'll ask you a question in a second, but the S1 batten I like because it's got a reverse clip and you can put it on the bill of your hat, so it becomes a headlamp whenever you need it to become a headlamp.
Not that one. Okay.
Now, does your one? It sounds like you could clip it to your shirt and have it face forward. Is there a way to clip it to a hat, you think, and then have it face forward?
Let me look. No, the clip doesn't swing around or anything. If I clipped it to the bill of a hat, it would be facing down, straight down, or straight up.
I get you.
No, you can't. But not only is it
clip it
really
sideways
convenient,
somehow.
but you can easily clip it on a shirt collar or anywhere on your shirt. And
could you clip it to the side of the hat and then have it face forward? Like clip it here and then it's sort of facing that way?
No, maybe, but that's not the design of it. But
yeah,
there might be a way, but I don't think so. But I'm sure you could figure it out. Yeah.
But yeah. I totally approve of the Olight.
It's really good.
S1.
Some of the flashlight snobs said, "Oh, don't ever buy Olight, buy Streamlight. That's a definite step up." But this thing is so good. It's great.
I think Olight, where they've had trouble, and I still think they have trouble, is when they get into the tactical side of things. So they've got a few innovative gun-mounted options, and all of them are a little quite problematic in my opinion. And yeah, so it's when they get the sort of tactical stuff, I don't think they're really there yet. They seem to. Not to besmirch anything made in China, because Streamlight's also made in China, but they don't seem to have like development in the United States where they can like work with someone developing it that actually uses guns and stuff like that. So on paper they look like the best in the market, but then you put it on the gun and it's like, how are you supposed to make a holster for this? It's not going to work, and those sorts of considerations are like, it's like, okay, the light's rechargeable, but what do you expect me to do? To take my gun out, use the quick detach thing to remove the light, then put it on the magnetic charger? Or do you expect me to really have the gun laying around having a cable? You get what I mean? Like it doesn't make sense once you actually consider how someone's meant to use a gun and live with a gun.
Yeah.
And then they have their gun mounted option. It doesn't make any sense. So Olight is a little hit or miss when it comes to anything gun related, but I think in terms of actual handheld light, headlamp, I'd trust them. But
Yeah.
they haven't truly become the winner at anything, because like the current headlamp that's really used by a lot of hikers and stuff is made by I think I can't remember if it's Streamlight or through Night or something. I think it's Streamlight. Yeah, it's Streamlight.
Hmm.
So yeah, it is interesting. Like they're both good. They're both good. But you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
the casual usage light, I'd go Olight over Streamlight.
Well, I think Olight makes ones that are exact fits for the ones I have, and but I don't see any reason not to. I mean, a lot of the gun channels like Such, you know, they support Olight, but of course maybe they're paid spokesmen.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I
yeah.
mean,
They definitely have a lot of paid
yeah.
for in a
But the equalizer has a plenty of choices for Olight fit. And by the way, Holosun fits on the equalizer. It's called the 407K or the 507K.
yes,
Those
yeah.
can fit right on the
The
equalizer.
the K's will fit. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good to know. I'd say the 407K is the right way to go.
yeah,
507 introduces the option of using a circle dot instead of just a dot,
right.
and I'm not really into circle dot. I not that I don't think it can't help. It's just that um, I'm just used to seeing a dot,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
going between different systems, whether it's a different pistol or a rifle, you're almost like 99% of the time going to have an optic that has the option of using a red dot.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And so that's visually what I like to see. Is there, if you said that circle dot, like everything ran circle dot, I would say, okay, go circle dot. As long as you can consistently train with the same optic presentation every single time,
right.
that's the advantage. That's a bigger advantage than saying, oh, you could have a chevron, or you could have a circle
Yeah,
dot,
yeah,
or all these different things. Whatever you can reliably use is the most important, instead of
yeah.
like
So,
chopping and changing between
yeah, so
them.
I don't have any plan on buying that, but if I did, it would be the 407K then for the equalizer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
Yeah.
other consideration is like red or green, and most humans see green better than red.
I would think green would be the better choice, but for me,
Yeah, yeah. I think in general, like scientifically, green makes sense. The only reason red was first was because the LEDs were made first in that
mm,
wavelength.
hmm,
Green is a relatively new, it's a newer thing, so they just didn't come out with that. So if you had to start again from scratch, it'd probably be green. But I don't think it's worth switching at this point. Like
right, right,
these are
right.
still hundreds of dollars.
That's right.
When a new
Right.
optic comes out, it comes out in red first. The greens always cost more. It just doesn't seem like worth changing at this point, basically.
Yeah. What's your opinion on the light accessory? Some of them also come with a laser.
Lasers are really good, but they're very circumstance driven, and two, require training.
Yeah, right.
Um, so I use a laser on my rifle, but I do train with it. I do actually do laser only shots, um, and that's
Yeah,
important. So it's still a red sighting system, so it
right.
doesn't look wildly different to me what I'm looking for. But you do have to train for it. So the reason you want a red dot, a laser, is for positions in which you can't get the sighting system into your normal posture, whatever that
Right.
means.
Right. Right.
So with a rifle, sometimes you might be like behind a barricade or something like that, or you're trying to shoot through a slot in a, like a mailbox slot or something like that. And just physically rotating the optic into view of the target may not be as easy, or you're trying to shoot from the hip or
Right.
something like that where it's not actually mounted. um, it there's just positions where you physically can't get the rifle
Yeah.
onto target as well as your eye through the optic and a clear line of sight to the target. So for all those situations, a laser is good, but that doesn't happen as much with a pistol. There's no real reason why you can't, manipulate your pistol to go where you're looking, roughly
Right.
speaking.
Yeah.
Or the distances with the pistol are such that you could probably sort of, point shoot it to where it needs to be. Like
Mhm.
if you're less than 3 yards from something, you could just index the pistol off your chest
Mm.
and just go for it, and it's probably just fine. You know what I mean? You don't need a laser for that distance,
Yeah. Do you think?
as long as you train. But you need
Yeah.
to train with the pistol anyway.
Since California has now banned Glock, and stores still sell them, remaining inventory.
Yeah.
Do you?
Oh,
Some people.
I don't know about that.
Well, yeah, I checked, and
Um,
local stores still have them available. But do
you're
you?
local
Do
to
you?
you, but not in California.
Oh, okay, right. That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think that? Because a lot of people are saying now on certain channels,
Mm.
buy a Glock or two now because you'll never be able to get them again ever if things keep going. And I
No.
thought about
Yeah,
that. Well, maybe I
that's
should get one or two just for the hell of it, but I don't want one. I don't need one. So
no.
do you have? Do you think?
I don't. That's not really necessary. Like Glocks are the most, the most sold gun
Yeah.
for a long time. There's plenty of them out there. They're not rare just because they're discontinued. And what they're going to replace it with is the Glock Gen V. I highly
Right.
recommend no one buys that. It's clearly a transitional piece. Generation 6 is around the corner, and they're just putting this Gen V out
Yeah.
to comply and to keep selling. But basically, this is getting really technical. The trigger on a Glock is like this blade that sort of moves back and down
Hmm.
so there's a sear, and that's where the firing pin goes, and then the Glock sort of pushes it back and then down, and then it flies off the
Uh-huh.
striker, and that's it. On a SIG P320, it just rotates. It doesn't move back as well. It just rotates out of the way. And so on a SIG P320, it moves it back like a few hundred microns,
Right.
and then it just gets out of there. It just rotates.
Hmm.
So when you pull the trigger, it just rotates instead of doing this.
Uh-huh.
That's what a Glock does. While the SIG, it just rotates out of the way.
Right.
So about 2 or 3 years ago, Glock released a new trigger system called the Glock Performance Trigger, which does what the SIG does, and just
Uh-huh.
rotates out of the way. They're just going to replace all of the trigger systems to replace the old system, which is the cruciform, with the system that rotates out of the way, the Glock Performance
Hmm.
Trigger. They're going to have to do something though, because the Glock Performance Trigger hasn't been that reliable. But for sure they're working on it.
Yeah.
It's going to
Yeah.
be fine.
Because I
And
was
so it's a
thinking.
better trigger. It's a better trigger system as long as they can get the reliability to
Yeah,
where it
because I
needs to
was
be.
thinking when people were saying, "Well, you get one now before you could ever get one," I thought, well, Bud's gun store has an unbelievable selection of Glocks. I mean, just hundreds probably,
Right.
and they have the 19 model, different Trump official versions from Glock with Trump
Oh,
on them. And some of them look really, really cool, and those ones are made in Austria, in fact. And
interesting. A 19 made in Austria.
yeah. Oh no, these were 43 or 43X.
Oh,
or
okay.
or 19. I
Yeah.
don't remember. And one of them in particular looked really, really good. And it was like 5.99 or something like that. I thought
Mm.
maybe I should just buy one, never use it, just buy it. But then I thought, well, what if
There's a lot
I
of things you could buy
yeah, I know, I
for
know. But then I
investment
thought, what if I
purposes.
bought it, the Trump one, okay, which has his
Mm.
picture on it, very nicely engraved,
Mm.
and the name and the flag and all that. And what if I actually had to use that in a battle
Yeah,
battle
that would be
in a
horrible.
battle of Portland shootout, okay?
Yeah.
And in the court trial, the prosecutor shows Exhibit 1, the gun I used. You go, ladies and gentlemen, not only did he have a gun, but it was a Trump
Yeah.
gun. And he
That
shows it
wouldn't be
around
good.
to the jurors who are all deranged liberal, pot smoking Democrats. And he
Yeah.
goes, this man is a MAGA. He couldn't
Yeah.
just buy a regular gun. He had to buy a Trump gun.
Yeah.
And then he'll ask me under oath, "Do you have a Trump T-shirt?" And I go, "Yes."
Yes.
"Do you have a Trump MAGA hat?" "Yes." I rest my case. He wouldn't have to do anything else. I'd be convicted.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not going to buy it for that reason
Yeah.
only.
It comes up quite often, like what ammo you should buy, and the
Exactly.
best
Yeah.
ammo you could buy is the ammo that the bailiff has at the courthouse.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Yeah.
if they ever try to claim that you bought that ammo because you're like some psycho murderer or something like that, then it's like, okay, could the bailiff please show what
Very
ammo
good
he's
point.
using
Very
to
good
the
point.
to, to the stenographer? Please note that he's showing the same gold dots that were used
Right.
in
Excellent.
the shooting.
Yeah, on
Like,
my 45, I've used a Gold Dot 185 grain,
right.
and that's what I stay with for that. Though I do have a wide variety of others, because at the time you just had to buy. This is like 4 years ago. Had to buy what you could find. There was
Yeah.
tremendous shortage, but
Yeah.
that's been
Yeah.
my go-to
2020.
for that. Hey, so did you see my email from a few days ago?
I actually tried to log in and I didn't. Let me
Well, it's
do it right
okay.
now.
So
I'm so sorry.
I made some trades and I bought a HK P30S.
Oh, very nice.
And I sent you the
Very, very
link.
nice.
Don't say the link, but I sent you the store
Yeah.
where I bought it from, and it was a um, unbelievable price because usually they're $900 or more for that
Yeah.
model. And I couldn't, so I looked up the reference number of the model number. I couldn't find it on the HK website.
Yeah.
I thought, well, this looks suspicious. What is this? Because
That
nobody
looks
else
like
had it.
fun. Yeah.
So I called up HK customer number, and I
Yeah.
said, "Hey, can you tell me this store is selling this model number, but I can't find it on your website or anywhere. Can you verify this?" So he looked it up and he goes, "Yeah, it's not on our website. This is interesting." Then he said, "I told him the store that's selling it." He said, "Well, that's a completely legitimate store. So let me." He says,
Yeah.
I know what it is." So he went to another file. He said, "This was produced as a police contract item. So they're
Ah,
selling leftover items from that special police run,
that's
because it
cool.
came with extra features that the standard one doesn't have, which I don't
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
say online. But
Oh,
so
that's
he
cool.
says, if you can get it, I said, well, it says they have 2 left. He said, you should get one. Well, of course he's going to say that, but he says, at that price, I mean, sounds really great. So I hung up and I
That's
bought
pretty
it.
good for an HK product.
Yeah,
Just in
and
general. I mean, and it's not like a bullshit HK product like the VP9 series,
no,
which
this is it's the first
yeah,
one I've ever
hammer-fired
had
HK.
by
Yeah, it's
HK,
cool.
and the engineering precision and quality is just extraordinarily high. Yeah. And it's got every feature I wanted. So it's only 26 ounces. And but
Yeah,
the
I
new
think it's
law in
very cool.
Oregon, signed yesterday by the lesbian governor, is you cannot be carrying, even with a permit, you cannot carry more than 10 rounds in the mag starting
Oh yeah,
January.
they did that. They did that in Washington State as
Yeah, and
well, where they
that's going
said,
to
oh,
be
okay, you're not allowed to carry them either.
yeah. So if you already have one that's more than
Yeah.
10, you can keep it only if you have to use it at home or in your office, place of business.
Right,
You know,
yeah. In Washington State, they made it clear that you're not allowed to use them at the range or have it in
that's right.
transport.
That's
It
right.
just must be
Yeah.
kept in a safe at all times, as if it's
Incredible. Yeah, incredible.
some killer robot. Basically, you have to treat
Exactly.
it as if it has to be
So,
contained at all times.
but listen, when the Battle of Portland comes, that's going to be the number one go-to for, along with the other stuff. But the equalizer comes with 3 mags, 15, 13, and 10. So
Wow.
uh, that was because they foresaw maybe what was coming. But the 10 is more concealable as well. So, but not being allowed to carry a full-size mag. I mean, the standard capacity, which is 15 or 17, is just insanity. Absolute. But I think the Supreme Court just recently decided that states cannot impose their own magazine restrictions, states and local governments. It was something like that.
I
So that might
didn't see that.
invalidate all this Oregon shit.
I'm normally on top of all of that, but I think they're going to address it soon. I
No,
think it
I
will
think it's
happen
been
soon.
done, but so this
Okay.
Oregon thing may be just a bunch of display for the low information people of what they seem to be doing, but it may not have any effect. But I don't know. Anyway, but
Yeah.
have you ever had an HK of any type?
No. I've my rule has always been I buy American only, but I may be wavering on that on my next gun, but we'll see.
So you don't buy
May or
Italian,
may not.
German, or anything? Only
Yeah,
American?
I feel that there's so many ways for them to control the import of firearms, and they're already controlled. Like they can only be for sporting purpose and stuff like that, despite the fact most Americans don't buy guns for sporting purposes.
Yeah.
So I feel that there's just too many ways that they can control imported stuff that it's better to pay maybe a little bit more and buy the American stuff because it ensures that American manufacturing stays
Well,
here.
yeah,
Because if we all
correct.
make that decision, buy overseas, and then they just say, oh, you know what? We don't really like this country anymore. Tariff this,
Exactly. Right.
export control that, and all of a sudden it's de facto gun control without actually coming into conflict with the Second Amendment. And even
Oh,
I think that maybe the Second Amendment doesn't actually prevent them from putting import controls.
yeah. Yeah. Hey,
It's never been tested.
mt85. Thank you very much. $9.99 channel support. Thank you so much, MT. You've been in all the bullshit on the other channels recently, MT. I've seen a little bit of that, and thank you for being here and supporting Morty's Diner. Yeah, amazing. And MT85 has a new watch he bought yesterday. It's a Rolex, and the nickname is the Green Lantern. You ever hear of that?
No, I haven't.
See?
Is that the white gold?
It looks like a Sprite, but it's a
Ceramic
dark.
green?
It's a green dial.
Yeah, that's the white gold. Yeah, that is amazing. Who got that?
MT85.
Wow.
He got it.
That is very, very cool, my man. That is very, very cool. I mean, it's such a shame it's sort of gatekept behind such an expensive material in white gold, but that's an amazingly cool piece.
Wow.
Arguably the best GMT out there right now. You know
It's
what I
a
mean?
left-handed watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's left-handed, but that ceramic green, it just really comes together. That's a very special piece. I
Wow.
think the secondary market right now doesn't. Well, I haven't even looked, but I assume it doesn't think that highly of it in general. Anything white gold isn't priced that high. Like for example, you can get a meteorite dial Pepsi for about retail, but no, it doesn't. Like regardless of prices and what other people may think, they just can't afford it. That's the only reason it's not super popular. They can't afford it. It's an
Right.
amazing GMT, arguably the best GMT. I've
Wow.
got a couple GMTs.
You're not going to get a better
It's not one of
endorsement
those.
than that from anybody on these channels who knows what he's talking about. Wow.
Yeah, it's super cool. I think just the regular Sprite on its own, I'm not that enthused about. But in white gold with that ceramic green dial, that's really cool. It's super, super cool.
Wow. That's pretty great.
Yeah, 100% on that one. That's an incredible piece, and hard to get too. Very hard to get. I mean, despite there being differences in gray and what have you, that must have been very, very difficult. I don't know anyone who's come close. To be fair, I don't know anyone who seems to be trying to get it. But that's only because we're chasing different things,
Right. Is that a model of interest to you to inquire at your dealer about?
Not really. I'm not really into GMTs. I do have two, despite not being really into. Yeah, I'm just not really into GMTs, and I've got what I'm chasing at the moment, which is the Platinum Daytona, which has taken me years. Look, if they gave me a Platinum Daytona last year or 2 years ago, I probably would be all over the ceramic GMT.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a. Yeah, it's not that it's not desirable. It's just that for example, another member of the Archieverse, Swinging Kangaroo, messaged me yesterday. He picked up the Titanium Yachtmaster. Very cool watch. Very, very cool watch. That's not on my list, but that's not to say anything of that. It's just I'm just looking for a different watch at the moment.
Yeah.
That's all. At this high end, even VIPs will likely wait 1+ year or more. So I think at the high end, you were looking at splits between who wants that ceramic GMT, who wants a platinum Daytona, who wants meteorite dial Daytonas, who wants a platinum 1908. You know, your interest is split over many different potential, you know, high-end end game watches that we're probably all not fighting over the same ones, thankfully.
Yeah. Hey, mt85 is on the panel.
Oh, cool. Hey,
Hey,
mt85.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
yeah.
good.
How long did you wait for that thing? Because that's, I mean, well, it was only April this year that they launched it.
I didn't wait at all.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh,
So how'd it go?
My well, I have a great relationship with my AD. They opened up a
Yeah.
new store, and I walked in, and my sales lady said, "Hey, we have a." I called it. She called it a Sprite, but I don't know the names of them.
Yeah,
But
I don't
like-
know of any name for the new ceramic, but yeah.
Well, Marcelo
anything's good.
called it a green lantern, whatever that means.
They
that's
they come
Marcelo.
up with all these names all the time. So
Yeah, yeah.
she came over and she's like, "Hey, have you seen the dial?" And I was like, "I've never seen the dial in person. I've only seen it in photos, and it didn't look like great to me."
Right.
And she pulled it out and she said, "Do you want it?" And I was like, "I'm not eligible for another watch for like 3 more weeks or something."
What does that mean to you? What do they communicate to you being eligible means?
Well, so my AD is a major chain, and they say 1 watch every 3 months.
Okay.
But she like slipped the birdie out and said basically that doesn't apply anymore to me.
Yeah.
Mm.
The rules change faster than
That's
the
what I said.
timelines for the rules.
Yeah, I was like, you change the rules all the time. She's like, yeah, I know. Basically now it's the salesperson advocates.
Yeah.
So
It's back to the old ways then.
yeah, so
Yeah, so there
know,
was a time where I was basically told I'm blacklisted for 2 years, because of their new rules. Like they said, okay, for high end, for high demand watches, you need to be a customer with us for at least 3 years, and you can't have had X or one. But I'd only been a customer with them for like 2 years, so I'm like, so you're telling me I'm blacklisted for a year? No, I didn't say that, but that's what I heard.
well, I think
that's the rule. So 6 months later, I got a watch. It's like those rules don't apply anymore.
this year there was a new director that came in, and we hit it off. So I don't think the rules apply anymore, because I mean, he's literally asked me. This is the 3rd time. Is there anything in the store that you want? And
Good.
so
Yeah, good. Yeah, I mean, it ultimately it's because they need some kind of rule just so that they can roughly gauge what's acceptable. But there's always exceptions. This is all human run. This isn't like Rolex will pull the license from someone who does that. But they set up these rules just so in people's absence, they don't do stupid shit.
they also want to make it somewhat fair, because if he told me, hey, we have, a Pepsi, a Panda, and something else for sale, do you want it? I would buy all 3 of them all at once and then just cross them off the list. I don't have to buy them again.
Yeah.
That's the part of the problem, is that they have clients that would do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
MT, do you have a Sky Dweller?
I don't know.
Is that of interest to you?
It's not.
Right.
I'm not a huge Jubilee fan, and I don't really like the rubber look.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Oyster looks really odd in that watch.
I think it looks odd. I think it looks the best.
The Oyster bracelet, I think it looks odd, and the just how much money on rubber is weird. And no, I don't have one.
Yeah, the Sky Dweller's always had a problem. It's like it's very expensive. Even in the steel, back in 2020, it was already like 16.5. I think they're like 20 now, just in steel.
Yeah,
Just,
I think
it's just
the
crazy.
gold one's like 58 or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really well they've definitely transitioned into a dog, basically. They have trouble selling them. Except for maybe green in steel, maybe blue in steel, maybe they don't have trouble selling those. But they get so few of those, it's like, who cares? As in, like, the sky dwellers in general.
Yeah. No, I mean they're available.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you want a specific configuration, like the number of configurations that sell like hotcakes, like they don't get that many of those. Like, how many blue in Jubilee do they get in steel? It's probably like 2 a year. Or
I mean, if you want a specific configuration, you're gonna have to wait.
Exactly. But then all of the other ones, I'm sure they have a hard time selling them.
I keep seeing a lot of like all the diamond bezel pave dials get stuck at the AD, just sitting there.
Yeah. And it's even starting to affect prices on the secondary a bit. I think like they get like the stuff with diamond stuff is hurting even more than, because everything else is actually kind of floating up, in my opinion, from what I can see. But yeah, but man, that ceramic. Go ahead.
Go ahead. When you first started buying, did you get thrown a bunch of garbage in the beginning, or?
No, but it was bundling. So
yeah.
when my third purchase was a Batgirl, and I bought a Tudor Pelagos with it, and then I did buy a Speedmaster.
Did you ask for the Batgirl, or did you?
I had asked for the Batgirl. I had asked for it.
Yeah.
And then with my Panda, I bought the 58, the Black Bay 58. With that purchase as well. It's not like you buy a Black Bay 58, you get a Panda, so I'm not bemoaning that situation. I still wear it, obviously. I'm wearing it right now, but yeah. But how do things go now? I don't know. It's because since I sort of completed getting all of the steel sports models, I've sort of been buying gold models anyway, and that's seen as a gimme no matter how desirable the gold model is.
It does seem like if you have history with the store, it does seem that if you want a gold piece, they can get it for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean like following a gold piece, they'll throw you a bone for something else as well.
Yeah.
Like I this time last year I bought a full gold Daytona, and that was a walk-in basically. Now it wasn't a walk-in for anyone else, but I begged for them, please sell this one to me. And then I got a steel Pepsi about 3 months later, and I didn't even ask for the steel Pepsi. So clearly they felt like they wanted to settle the books a little bit or something. I don't know why they gave me the steel Pepsi.
I don't know.
So, Ozzy, if I had walked in when you got that Daytona and you said, "Oh, I really begged them for it," if I had walked in as a total stranger wearing my Victorinox watch and I said, "I want to buy that gold Daytona. Can I buy it now?" They would probably have said no.
Depends how long it's been sitting there for.
Yeah, it can
really
depend. I think with the gold Daytona, geez.
It really, I mean, there's many factors. If they need to sell the watch, if they need to let it go, if they need to make sales, it just really depends. It also depends on if they think you're going to be a repeat customer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know how much it would have taken for someone else to have convinced them to sell that exhibition watch to them on the spot on the day. Now, I'm not going to pretend that gold Daytonas are untouchable, but out of gold pieces, they're certainly going to be, a little bit more difficult than almost any other gold piece. I mean, what would you think, apart from like special dials like the GMT you just purchased? would you say it's fair that a gold Daytona in a yellow gold or a rose gold is probably the top gold watch to try and get?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
like
I'm not a big Daytona fan.
Yeah. Like the GMTs seem a little bit harder to sell, like the full root beer and the yellow gold model.
That
White
is
gold
true,
model is
full gold subs are a little more difficult.
Yeah, full gold subs are very difficult. Not super difficult, but they are difficult. Like especially white gold. Oh my god, heaven forbid getting delivered one of those.
I have one of those. Yeah.
Oh, which one?
The Cookie Monster.
Oh, okay, cool.
But I asked for that watch like 4 years ago.
The energy from that watch is really awesome, though. Like,
yeah.
Like we're talking about how to say demand and how easy to sell. Some watches look better than the grey market stats would imply. You know what I mean? Like my version of a gold Daytona is probably one of the least desired dial combos potentially. So I've got the full gold with golden dial, but not the Pikachu, where it's full black dial. It's just outer rings only on the subdials. And but I wanted that. I wanted a dial that wasn't a repeat of what was already available in the 11 series. So I got exactly what I wanted, but I don't think it's like the one to get, quote unquote.
Yeah, everything I've gotten I've wanted. So
yeah,
I've never been like, hey, buy a bunch of Datejusts that you don't want. But I started my relationship before COVID and before the craziness, so
I was definitely during COVID, but the only ones that I regret are the Speedmaster. But I sort of psyched myself into wanting that watch. That wasn't them trying to sell me that watch. I mean, I sort of felt like I needed more purchase history, but at the same time, I could have bought something else. Like I don't know.
I definitely bought one or two Omegas thinking it would help my spend history, and I don't think it made a damn difference.
When you guys talk about you have to have that watch history to get those better pieces, does that include things like $1,000 Oris, $2,000 Longines?
It all adds up, Morty. Actually, off brands that are not Rolex, they actually are more valuable to your spend history than a Rolex.
Yeah, a line item can help more than its dollar value. But then at some point you're hitting so high on the catalog that almost nothing helps.
I mean, that's where I'm at a point where it doesn't really like. I asked for a rose gold Le Mans the other day, and the director said, "Listen, you have a great relationship with us," but he's like, "That's out of my hands, and there's some things that I can provide, and there's just some requests that because that's a Rolex approval thing."
Yeah.
He's like, the last one we got was like a 6+ month wait, and the guy was, I think he had like $1 million or $2 million spend history on him.
Wow.
So they try to accommodate. Like if you want to watch, if you want a sub, or even if you want a Panda, and you're gonna get engaged, go buy the jewelry's already freaking overpriced as it is. Diamonds are overpriced as it is.
Yeah.
But if you want if you want a Panda, go buy an engagement ring.
Yeah. 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 I mean, for me, I definitely did need to spend a little bit more because my next ask after that was the Panda Daytona. So the Omega brought me up to 50,000, which they told me at the time that was like the base limit before they'd even remotely consider someone for a steel Daytona. And I think they've pretty held that consistent. I've seen most people have to spend more than that. And so it is what it is.
I know at my AD, sales lady came over to my sales associate and my sales associate's the store manager, so it's a little better pull. And she's like, "Hey, my client wants a a black dial Daytona, can we allocate him the one that's in the shelf?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, what has he bought? And they're like going down the list, and then they go in the computer, and I've been there so long that they're just doing it in front of me. And he's like, well, they only spent $100,000.
Yeah.
And she's like, so isn't that enough? And the manager's like, no, like I got 20 clients ahead of them that are doing that. And we don't get that many of them.
Yeah.
So I think it's store dependent, to be honest, as well.
Oh, it 100% is, and day to day, week to week, and you'll never see most of the gyrations of what rules get followed and bent and what circumstances, you know. it's especially once you, how to say, so with the watches that are higher in volume, say steel sports watches, including steel Daytonas, they get enough of them that they're more likely to be able to do things that, from an external observation, look like a mistake. You know what I mean? It's like, why did you give this to this person? I was like, their spend history is like way lower than that person. But there's going to be a variance, and they can explain it. It's like, if they get down to brass tacks, they'll explain it. But
it's so odd. Like,
they've got enough.
Some stores are like, oh, you can only have one GMT for the year.
Yeah.
Or you can only have like one professional and then one, right? You know, it's like, they come up with these dumb rules, and it's, I don't know. I guess I've just never had.
They keep changing them as well. Like my store was definitely one where they said at one point you can only get one steel professional a year plus something else, and then before the year was out, they changed that rule, so it didn't matter. And then, it changes so fast that from a customer perspective, it seems stupid, but that's the criteria that they actually did allocate watches for the period of months that the rule was in place. So it matters a lot to them, but from a customer perspective, it just looks like a merry-go-round. It's like, what the hell's happening?
It's really hard to tell people, like, oh, where do you start? Because it's like, it's impossible to like start a relationship now with an AD.
What, you think, like brand new, someone starting from scratch?
Yeah, because it takes so long. You know, I mean, if somebody wanted a Panda.
I would never tell anyone to go the AD route. If their top line purchase was Panda, I would just say, just buy that. It's actually cheap on the secondary market. It's not.
I think if you're in it to get like 10 plus watches in a long relationship, then go the AD route. But if you just want 2 or 3, don't even step foot in it, because it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
If you're
one and done right now, your first watch, and you feel like it's a one and done, is a Submariner black, I'd say totally go into the AD and get that one. Like, they'll give it to you. It'll take a little bit of time, but they'll give it to you. And then you have a relationship. If the next one you want after that is like an Explorer 2 or maybe a GMT Batman or something, or whatever, then keep going for it. But if the first one and only one and done you want is a Panda, just get the Panda. Just pay for it. It's not. You're going to spend way more money, and you already decided what was the watch you really wanted. So, like, this is luxury. As I tell people, this is a luxury purchase. F the money, get exactly what you want. Yeah. And that F the money can be at the AD, and it can be great.
Don't spend the money if you can't afford it either.
Yeah. Don't get a substitute. There's no substitute for what you want.
I'm not saying don't buy it if you can't afford it, like, financially. Like, if you lost the watch tomorrow and you lost whatever it costs, and that's going to hurt, don't buy it. It's a complete waste of money.
Yeah. I heard a really good rule from, I can't remember who, and I can't remember what context, but their rule was, if you can't afford to buy it twice, you can't afford it.
Yeah.
And I think that makes sense for everything, and it doesn't even matter what station in life you're at, honestly. I think that's a pretty good rule. But if you're thinking about luxury products and having a reasonably good financial outcome for your life, my rule is, if you can't afford to buy it 20 times, you probably can't afford it.
20 times.
I was
That's a little
thinking
lot.
about that when I went to Voodoo Donuts. I said, "Give me one of those chocolate coconuts," and I said, "Give me 2. I can do this."
Yeah.
I think maybe
But
capped
20
at like
times
2 or
20
3% of
times
your
is,
net worth.
yeah, exactly. But that's what 20 times is. That would be like
Yeah.
22, 23, 24. So that makes sense to me. Like you shouldn't have a watch collection that is like 30% of your net worth. That's crazy.
Like you shouldn't go buy a $10,000 watch if you have $2,000 in the bank.
Yeah.
It's retarded.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you should buy a $10,000 watch if you got 10,000 in the bank. Like
No, I don't.
You want that, like maybe for your first watch, you can stretch a little bit because hopefully that tides you over for quite a while.
Yeah,
So
but it
maybe you can
never
go 10 to 1.
does. It never tides anybody over. You get a watch and then it's over in like 3-4 weeks. You want the next one. If you're into watches, that's why you have 20 of them. If they tied you over, you wouldn't have 20 of them.
I don't know if they give me the platinum Daytona, maybe. I don't know.
Everybody
or
says,
it just means the
that's what
next
I'm
watch is a platinum 1908.
That's what I said. That's what I'm saying about the GMT Meteorite. They've already said the next one that comes in, it's yours. And I'm saying, well, that's my end watch. So am I going to say no to like a Coke if it comes back out?
Right.
Of course you're not. So,
well, steel doesn't count. Don't worry about steel.
No,
like, any amount of steel is good. Just all the steels you can throw at you, just take them. The steels will never hurt. Ultimately.
No, I think in like 5 or 10
if I'm understanding
years,
where your net worth is, and if you're buying things like the white gold without asking, then yeah, any amount of steel is very difficult to hurt because they're not going to deliver that much steel to you. You know what I mean? It's like, are they ever going to deliver enough steel Daytonas or GMTs and Submariners to make you hurt? It's like, no, that's not. That's
no,
I mean,
especially where the market is on them.
Yeah.
I don't see the market going down on a GMT steel.
Yeah.
Below retail. Ever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying ever, but maybe, there'd have to be something catastrophic going on.
No, but I mean, how many are they going to deliver to you in a year? Like maybe 3. You know what I mean? What is that? It's going to be like $30,000-$40,000.
Yeah.
Of very high value watches, but half of them you might reject because like you don't even want a black sub date or whatever. You've already got one. You know what I mean? They literally don't have that many.
I mean, I've
watches to offer.
I've gotten 4 steel watches this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would cover most of all that you want. I mean.
Yeah, no, I don't. I only want the Panda and the Pepsi, and that's only to cover some of the losses, honestly. But that's only to cover some of the losses from the higher gold pieces that are really special in my eyes.
Yes. Yeah. So I've got basically all the steel that I want, which is all of the steel. Like I've got at least 1 or 2 from every watch collection in Rolex. So in steel. So there's not much they can do. Like they gave me the Pepsi, and it really would have had to have been a Pepsi for me to accept it. I wouldn't have accepted any other. I would just give it to someone who actually wants it.
Yeah, I mean, I've even said this to my AD, like the director. I said, listen, if you give me, if a GMT Meteorite comes in, I don't even want the steel Pepsi, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's just I don't want
totally do that.
And that's not saying, oh, I'm going to get like better favors in the future. That doesn't apply anymore. It's like I just don't want it. Why the hell would you want to steal one when you have the gold one?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I told my AD I still want the Meteorite if that comes in, Meteorite Pepsi, but it's completely. I mean, I wouldn't know what to do with the steel Pepsi. I'd have to put it in a drawer, unfortunately.
Why would you wear the steel one? 2 years. I'd wait 2 years and then dump it.
Yeah, it's a smart thing to do. I mean, unless you truly get a kick out of the Jubilee bracelet, that would be the only reason to keep the steel Pepsi.
I actually asked for a Jubilee bracelet on a Pepsi, so but it's my only Jubilee, so I might keep it at that point because of that. But
yeah,
I don't
for
know.
me, it's my only Jubilee watch.
At this
So
point, it's getting kind of ridiculous to have a collection because I find myself wearing a Tudor most days.
yeah, same. Tudor,
Just to
Tudor
like
Black
stay under
58
the
today.
yeah, just to stay under the radar, kind of.
Yeah.
MT,
Well, sometimes you
what,
just don't feel like repping it all the time. You know what I mean? Like when I wear Rolex, I feel like, how do I say? I feel like I have to represent what it is. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
it's not like the top tier brand, but everybody knows what it is.
yes.
You know,
MT, what is your Tudor every day?
I have an FXD.
Right.
Oh, that's mine too.
Yeah,
That's my most worn watch.
So I mean,
FXD
I have
in blue or black?
It's black. So I have a.
Yeah, I do the black. I do the black.
I
just keep swapping.
I have a cattle ranch, Morty. So I have it on the regular Velcro strap. It gets beat up. I open gates and all that with it. It's, it is what it is. It's a nice watch that tells the time and it's super accurate. Right. Great lume.
And never gets in the way. It's
fantastic. It's fine, and you can wear it everywhere. You could wear it anywhere, and nobody's gonna say, "Oh, that's that guy's got $200,000 in his pocket or something."
Yeah. Yeah. I love my FXD. I wear it while doing weightlifting and working on the car. Like I wear the FXD doing everything. It's replaced all of my quartz watches.
Boris wants
my
to
only
clarify.
issue is that
yeah.
Go ahead.
How's the FXD different from the Pelagos? Can you clarify that?
Yeah, the Pelagos has a date, but that's not exclusive anymore. You can get the FXD in GMT, which I really want to swap for the FXD GMT. It's a little bit thicker, the regular Pelagos, but by that measure, it's a little bit more of a dive watch. The full Pelagos looks like dive equipment, so it has an aesthetic that's very utilitarian. I mean, for sure, the FXD is very utilitarian, but I say the Pelagos is, interesting in that way. The bracelet on the FXD is also fantastic. The bracelet on the regular Pelagos is fantastic. But in the end, the versatility of just having a dedicated strap is better than not. But it's kind of a watch collector's watch in the end, the FXD, in my opinion, because the FXD, I wouldn't wear it going to dinner. I wouldn't avoid wearing it if that's what I was doing, but it's not the watch I'd pick out.
No, I agree with you. If I was like already out in town and somebody said, "Hey, you want to go to dinner here?" Obviously, you're not going to go home to get a different watch.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't. But if I was wearing a Casio, I'd be like, shit, I need to get it. I might go home to get something because it's just way too awful.
I would just take the watch off then.
I would probably take the watch off. But the Tudor, I wouldn't take off, the FXD.
Oh, Boris's question is, why did you go for the FXD, not the Pelagos? He's deciding which one to get.
I have both.
You know what? I have a. So before I got my titanium Yachtmaster, I actually bought the Ultra, the Pelagos, like the Ultra thing.
Wow.
Yeah. So I actually bought that because when the Yachtmaster came out, I saw it in the store. I tried it on. Yeah. It felt really cheap, and I just didn't understand what I was saying no to.
Yeah.
And then the more I read up on it, the more I went back to the store. I held it. I was like, all right, well, I kind of want this watch, but the list is probably like really long, and they only get like one a year. So I was like, all right, well, I'll buy the Ultra. And then consequently, I actually dropped the Ultra on Tile, and it's still at Tudor. Like, this has been going on like 6 months.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I can't believe
they
it
still
killed
haven't fixed it.
Wow.
So, but I can't comment on
Hey,
that. But
put it this way. So when the Yachtmaster, we'll get around back to the Pelagos versus FXD. I think if it's your only watch, you go full Pelagos, and
I agree.
get it secondhand. They're pretty cheap.
Yeah.
But when the Yachtmaster titanium was a prototype with Ben Ainsley, I really loved the aesthetic of a titanium and strap only watch, because it was only on the strap apparently, on the prototype. And then when the actual titanium Yachtmaster came out, there were a lot of things on it that felt less than utilitarian, and I kind of felt that the FXD in black was a better allegory for the prototype than the final titanium Yachtmaster. How do you feel about that? Since you own the titanium FXD, I felt like it was meant to be a watch. The titanium Yachtmaster was meant to be a watch that you could wear and do everything with, which is exactly what the FXD is.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel as utilitarian though.
Yeah. What bugs me about the titanium Yachtmaster is the indices. The indices and handset are in white gold, and it just doesn't gel that well with the rest of the case and bracelet, in my opinion.
There's two things that bug me on that watch. One is the crown guards are polished.
Yeah.
And I think they should be brushed just to continue the entire look.
Yes,
and
I agree. And the chamfered lugs and everything. It's very pretty, but I don't want it to be pretty.
I don't mind the chamfering. I really don't. I think that actually makes it look a little more, robust and stuff.
The chamfering's good, but they've done a high polish on the chamfering.
Yeah. And then the other one is the glide lock. Why didn't they put glide lock on it?
Right, yeah. It seems like a very...
I'm not complaining,
considering the steel Yachtmaster has glide lock now, or at least
the gold ones do. Yeah, on the rubber.
The gold ones do. Yeah, the gold ones do.
I mean, the watch is so light it doesn't really matter, but I mean, it would have been nice just to have that slight adjustment, because I mean, Easy Link is easy, but it's not the most convenient thing in the world.
Yeah. So Titanium Yachtmaster would make it to my wish list if they made it in 40 mil. My wrist is just too small. Even though the FXD is in 42, I think I can forgive it a little bit more, just because it's on the
definitely strap. The FXD wears smaller, 100%.
Yeah. So 42 on the titanium Yachtmaster, which is just a little too big for me. If they drop the date, I think that would be enough. 40 and drop the date. But what I truly love is if they drop the date, it was in 40 glide lock or strap only, and maybe change the indices and handset to be something a little bit more utilitarian, like something that, like the Explorer 2, how the white one has a black anodized hands and indices. I'm not saying put black. Oh, hey, maybe black hands and indices would actually be pretty cool on the titanium Yachtmaster. I don't know, but something so I don't want any high polish on it at all, is what I'm saying.
No, I agree. I mean, they did a great job with the brush, look that wasn't super fancy, toolish, and then they just polished weird spots.
Yeah.
And
it is nice in that it bridges the gap.
But
yeah, it's good that it sort of bridges the gap. Like, it can be someone's one and done. But
that's absolutely. I mean, if somebody said, I can't say sell everything and keep one watch. I just can't. But if somebody said sell every steel watch and you get to keep one non-precious metal one, I would say that would be the one.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. For me right now, I'd be closer to buying the rose gold 40 than the titanium Yachtmaster. Just as a matter of size, just to start off with. And there's literally nothing I would change about the 40 and rose gold. Like, literally nothing.
Yeah, I bought my girlfriend the 36, and she wears
my wife's got that one too.
She wears it like every day. It's like it's not in pristine condition, and she doesn't care. It's like, I don't care.
Well, it looks really fantastic regardless.
I've stopped caring. I said basically, you know what? Just we'll let Rolex fix it in 10 years. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ozzy, do you have that pink dial watch convenient to you?
Yeah, I do.
You showed it a couple days recently.
Me...
It was very impressive looking.
Yeah, I can go get it. Hold on.
Oh, great. Yeah, MT. I think it was a pink dialed TUDOR.
Yeah, the chrono.
Yeah. The chrono. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very good looking watch.
Yeah. I had an interesting conversation. Go ahead.
I think you have to order those. I've never seen one in my store.
Yeah, it's very special. Like, I'd say they're harder to get than steel Daytonas.
Oh, come on.
No, they definitely are. It's definitely true. Well, I mean, how would you put it? I don't know how you'd put it. I mean, in terms of like spending criteria, no, but there's more steel Daytonas than there are of these pink chronos. And I had an interesting conversation with someone, and it's like, what are the watches that make SAs and ADs, freak out? Like, they're shocked and surprised that you have one. And for sure, I've worn a Panda to many ADs before, and no SA ever bats an eyelid. You know what I mean? Now, they might be weirded out if you start a conversation with a new SA and you've got a chrono, a Daytona, because they're only weirded out from the perspective that normally they're using that as sort of like the bait. So if you've already got the bait, they don't really know what to do with you, but they're not truly sort of like, oh my God, how'd you get that?
No.
But with the pink TUDOR, every single time I've worn this to an AD that, or there's SAs around that haven't seen one before, they come right up to me. It's like, oh my God, how did you get that? And blah, blah, blah. And, there's like, looks amazing and everything. And so in terms of, how much does a watch freak out an SA? The pink chrono is absolutely number one. Now, my wife wore a Land Dweller into the Win Rolex AD the other day, and she still basically got the cold shoulder. like they weren't going up to say, oh my God, how did you get the Land Dweller? I mean, we haven't even sold one of those yet. It's like,
my AD has actually hasn't even seen one yet.
Right, yeah. So even a Land Dweller doesn't freak them out, but the pink TUDOR does. Now,
I would imagine
they're original.
I would imagine.
I'm sorry, what model TUDOR is that? Which one?
They call it the Black Bay Chrono.
Okay.
It's like it's in the Daring line, I think.
Yes. Yeah. So it's in catalog now. When they released it, it wasn't in catalog. So it's certainly not as rare as they originally were probably intending it to be.
I mean, I haven't seen the blue dial or the pink dial chrono in stock, so they're pretty rare.
Yeah. I do have a friend who got the blue one. Yeah, so I do have a friend. So I've got a video where both of these are side by side. Yeah. But it's become a complete pest of a watch, because at $5,000 it's very accessible, and it's worth worth about double retail. So they just endlessly get people asking for the pink chrono and so forth. So it's kind of a nightmare for them. So I do.
Thank you. Thanks for showing that. Yeah.
More than a Daytona, because the problem with the Daytona is like even that is more money than most people can afford, even if they knew the value of it. A lot of people don't have $16,000 floating about. So,
well, I mean, if you know the market's 25 or 30, you could find 16,000 pretty easily.
Yeah,
especially
some
if you
people
don't
just
care
aren't
about
that
the watch.
liquid though. Like I think a lot of people just aren't that. So what I don't mean most customers. What I mean is there's a lot of people who just come in and they ask for one because they did their homework, quote unquote, and they felt like, oh, I could ask for one, get on the list, and eventually make some money.
I know a story where the guy's been asking for 10 years for one.
Right.
And he's never bought anything in the store. And they can't say, hey, you know, you're never going to get it, but he keeps calling and he's never going to get it.
It's so awful.
It's awful, yeah, but I mean, you ain't buying anything in the store. Why would you give one of the most highly,
No,
sought after
but it's
watches?
awful that they can't like give him the correct.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Well,
information.
You know the thing. You walk in and they say, "Oh, we'll put you on the list." We can't tell you when it's going to come in, even though it's sitting right there in the shelf. You know, it's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it comes down to empathy. I mean, if you understand what the ADs have to deal with in terms of how many they get and what their customers are doing and how many they've got, it comes very obvious that someone, unless they're a very special person to the AD in some way, I don't mean it's just you have to be a celebrity. I just mean you have to have some meaningfulness with them beyond the money aspect, because you're not offering anything else. So why would
I
they
got
ever?
I got my friend a sub, a no date sub, and it was like 3 month wait, but
Yeah.
that was like 3 years ago. But that was like unheard of.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but no relationship, no nothing. You know, but that was on the back of my relationship.
Yeah, yeah. I think Las Vegas is a little bit easier. I did help a friend get a no date sub, but I don't think I did a lot of help. Like, I don't think it was a lot of help. But that's just the Las Vegas thing.
Yeah.
I think they far over deliver to these
I
Las
think
Vegas ADs, knowing that they sell to tourists.
You're probably right. You know, they were like, "Oh, we have extra inventory for the drunk tourists."
Exactly.
That's
I feel
me.
bad. I feel bad. The guy at the win lost 150 grand. Oh, he wants a steel sub. Let's just give him, let's give him that allocation so he won't feel bad. Plus, we'll make a little more money off of him.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a There's a lot more. There's 6 Rolex ADs in Las Vegas for a population of 2 million. You know, there's there's plenty of 2 million plus population cities that don't have any Rolex ADs.
Yeah, the problem is if you start a relationship with these people and let's say it closes, you're totally screwed.
Yeah, you know, there was a Rolex store downtown Portland, right by the Marriott downtown. And then when all the shit started about 5 years ago, that's gone. It's just it's
all
another
those clients that went to that store
downtown. Yeah.
All those clients that were at that store, Morty, are now left in limbo. They have no connections now.
No history, no nothing. They have to find there's not really
unless it was a chain store.
No, it was a family owned one.
Yes, so they're completely just no history at all.
Right.
This being said, I mean, at the level that you're at, the level that I'm at, if the person that you're dealing with directly left, in your case, it's a little bit harder because he's the store manager or store owner.
I know that the essay for me is the store manager, and I know the director really well. Yeah. So the director's above the store manager on that place.
Yeah, you'll have continuity, and I personally would also have continuity as well because I know the director well, but I don't think I could do an USA from scratch again. Like I don't have that many watches to purchase, and there's no, like, it just takes too long to continue.
I mean, I know. Relationship. Yeah, one of the essays that is at that store, we joke and get along really well. So I could go with that guy, but I've already told the manager, I was like, listen, if you go and that guy's not here, I'm not like, because she was like, they were talking about like going. I think they're talking like taking salary or taking commissions away or something in the future from managers or something. So she was like, well, I don't know, like, because I might have to go back down to a salesperson, you know, and then it's complicated. It's all complicated. It really is.
Yeah. I have my friend who actually got the blue TUDOR. their SA got promoted, so she's not doing direct sales anymore. So they got a new SA, and I'm like, I think that would be done. Like at this stage in the game, I've got no easy pickings left. So
Well, yeah, she did say that. She said if I get promoted and I can't sell, then I won't be able to sell to you, but obviously we'll still come out and, it just won't be my name on the commission.
yeah,
Which is nice, but I mean, I wouldn't want to go to a new store. It's ridiculous to go starting something new at this point.
yeah. I started a long while back, sort of entertaining going to another AD in Vegas. Like I only visit because I happen to be in that casino every now and then, and there's a person there that I get along with. But the reality is I can't start a relationship. The first thing I want is like a platinum Daytona. It's like, why? Like that's a non-starter. There's nothing that can happen there. and even like from my perspective, from trying to understand their perspective, they could try take me as a new quote unquote VIP level customer. They have to win me. They have to give me a watch that's worthwhile.
How about one of these? Could you go for one of those?
I'm not a big fan of the day-date. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's platinum.
I'm just not into the day-date.
I
get it at the end of my platinum run.
They call you tomorrow. You say no to that watch?
Oh, every time, yeah.
Wow.
I know. I've already been offered platinum day dates. Like I could see having it if I got all of the platinums. So if I had the platinum Daytona, platinum 1908, I would absolutely get a platinum day date. But I would not do that first. I would not get a platinum day date and then hope for a 1908 and hope for a Daytona. Those have to. Oh, and I guess the Land Dweller now too. I have asked for the platinum Land Dweller.
I haven't asked. That looks like a Tissot. I actually joked with the director, and he said, "Yeah, I agree."
It depends how much time you spend looking at a Tissot.
Yeah, I mean, I can see him actually like offering me one sometime next year as like a joke, but
yeah,
because he knows I'm not going to want it.
Have you seen one in person?
I've seen. So the store. Not my store, but the store the next city over had the platinum, the steel, and then the rose gold all in one.
Are you sure they had the platinum? Because I still haven't seen the platinum.
Yeah. They were all they took them out. Yeah.
Okay. I think in person they look like when they came out in April. I was a little bit. I'm like, oh, they look good, and then they weren't good enough for me to ask for one. But then when I saw them in person, I was like, "Oh wow, these are really, really good."
I don't think they look good at all. But
okay.
Are either of you looking for the platinum 1908?
Yeah. I asked for one the day they were announced, and I don't even think I've even come close. I've come close on a platinum Daytona. I know that, but I'm not even sure if they've ever delivered one to my AD. And I'm in a very big AD. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what the secondary market is on those.
I don't even know. Like they must be so fleeting. Yeah, I got no idea.
There can't be that many out there, so who knows what the actual market is?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine ADs get that many a year. Maybe one, if that.
Yeah, it seems that they've made them very, very, very special. Because I can't imagine many people are asking for it.
Why wouldn't you go to like a PATEK or a Longue or something for that?
The original price point, I think it was very good value, $26,000 for a platinum Rolex, and a good.
Yeah, but it's not 26 anymore.
I know. I haven't really rejigged my mind about whether or not the new price is worthwhile. But at 26, it was an amazing value in my opinion. But no one ever got that. I think it's like one person in Las Vegas got a 1908 platinum maybe. So who knows? No, I don't like Pateks. So I would get 1908 in platinum, and then I play golf with it, like Phil Mickelson. Because it's thin, it's lightweight, it's on a strap. I reckon it's a good sports watch.
Well, now that we've derailed Morty's show on talking about Rolex,
No, this is phenomenal watch talk. This is great watch talk without the hate, viciousness, and face blasting. It's terrific.
Yeah, I got run through the garbage can lately.
Yeah. Yesterday you were really getting it.
What? Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, I don't know. I don't even want to go into it.
Yeah, I mean he was given MT was given a new nickname the last few days. I hadn't actually asked who is this guy with that new name, and they go, "Oh, it's because," and they're all sick.
That name's been going around for a while, though.
Oh, really? Yeah, they're all sick over there, all of them. Yeah.
So how many precious metal Rolexes do you have?
I have 3.
Okay.
So I have the white gold sub, I have the Everose GMT, and then the new green dial.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And does that include your? Because you said you also got a gold Yachtmaster for your.
Oh no, yes, I have that too. Yeah, I didn't include that one.
Okay.
Let me just read this.
My wife's got most of the gold.
Let me just read this. Rich Mitch, £2 super chat. Yes. Watch talk. Sans viscountness. Yes, thank you very much for the channel support, Rich Mitch. Thank you. Yeah, if you want your viscountness and misogyny, go to the other channels. It's 24/7. You know. So thank you.
But yeah, for sure, like the it's the precious metal that really hurts the wallet.
I only want one more, and I went back and forth going over a meteorite or a platona, and I just said I want the meteorite. So, because that's the one I really want. So.
Yeah, you already said you're not really into Daytona.
I mean, they'll give me a platona, but I could care less, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't dress up that much, and it's a little small in my eyes.
Yeah. I've got a smaller wrist, so it's a little better suited to me. But I see the Platinum Daytona as a very everyday watch, because unless you knew, you would just think it's a steel watch. And like I would wear the Platinum Daytona more often than I wear my gold Daytona, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, I'll wear the white gold way more than Everose.
Yeah.
It's very situational dependent.
Yeah.
MT, do you ever wear 2 watches at the same time?
No, why would anybody do that?
Well, Norman Schwarzkopf did.
Are you talking about those weirdos that wear Apple watches and then wear regular watches at the same time?
I mean, like Watch Nicholas. He wears one Jacob & Company watch on each wrist. Yeah.
Oh wow.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah. I see.
I could see someone
watches.
doing I could see someone doing like a smart, a fitness tracker on the right hand, but not one that has a screen. Just a band of some type.
Like a Fitbit or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I do double watch if I'm at a hotel and I've accidentally brought 2 luxury watches with me. That happened on my last road trip. I only travel with one watch.
You don't want to leave anything in the room.
Exactly. And I'd purchased another luxury watch while I was traveling, so it was either leave one in the room or just wear it to the swimming pool.
Yeah, you've got to be very cautious about the cleaning lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. I actually have a story about that. I had a cleaning lady that came over to our house, and she cleaned out a bunch of our dog pain meds, and then took some jewelry.
Holy shit! That sounds like somebody I know. That sounds exactly like somebody I know on one of these channels, but I won't say anymore.
So we accused them of it, and then miraculously, like a week and a half later, the jewelry showed up, but the drugs were gone.
Wow.
Mm.
And what happened to did you file charges against her?
No, I fired her, and then I haven't had a cleaning lady since.
Right.
That sucks.
You know,
Sucks.
it's
We have always been very cautious, and you know, even though our lifestyle could use the help of a cleaning person, we didn't get one until I saw one of my neighbors. They seemed to have this person that was coming, you know, regularly, even when they were out of town. So they're trusting this person even when they're out of town. And these people are sort of B or C level celebrities. And I'm like, wow, they just trust this person to come in there and not do any funny business. Like, they must really trust that person. So that person, like we said, is it okay if we hire this person? And they said, yeah, go ahead, she's great. I'm like, yeah. So we do have a cleaning person, but if we lost her, I don't know if I would find another one, because you know it comes down to trust, and that's how do you build that?
Once you build the trust, it's really hard to find somebody else to do it. You know, it's kind of like dog and all that. If you have somebody at the same time.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Hey, I gotta go. I'm on my way to the airport to pick up somebody.
Yeah, thanks for sharing, by the way. Congratulations on that piece. Amazing piece.
Yeah, it's a really nice looking watch. I just wish it wasn't so expensive. But
yeah,
I mean, it kind of got in before the price increases. That's, I'm sure, going to happen in, you know, the next month or so.
Well, thank you, MT. It's really a pleasure that you stopped by. So thank you.
All right, see you guys.
See ya. Wow. Okay.
Very cool. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, that's a really lovely piece. That ceramic anniversary GMT. Very, very cool. Very cool. I would definitely find time to wear that watch.
Mm-hmm.
That's very, very cool. And it goes well with his already, he has a white gold Submariner, so he's already used to that sort of wearing that sort of under the radar super luxury piece.
So
very cool.
Conceivably, next time you visit your dealer just to hang out, and they mention they've got that, are you interested today? What do you think? Maybe you'd get it?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Tough one, yeah.
That's a really tough one. I'd probably say no, but it's because, like, you probably got it from our conversation. MT actually really likes the GMT line. I'm not the biggest fan of the GMT line.
Yeah.
So in the end, it's a no from me, but it's a yes for him. Same situation.
But it's still a yes for the Platinum 1908. So it's still win-win for the dealer. Yeah. Hey, MT, thank you very much for being on the show. Thank you for the super chat, $9.99. See you later on. Bye.
Oh, it was a pleasure.
Yeah.
Pleasure having MT on. That was very cool. Yeah. I think so. Again, that's like where we would differ. Like, he doesn't want a Platinum Daytona. I do. And it comes down to, he's just not into the Daytona as much. I am. So our grails are different. He wants the Meteorite Pepsi. I want the Platinum Daytona. Like, that's kind of what I was hypothesizing before. That it's not that one is desirable and the other one isn't. It's just that at this high end, it takes years to get these pieces, and so you're only going to find a certain number of, people that could really contend for such a thing, and they have slightly different preferences.
Yeah.
So
Boris is asking, Aussie, you really wouldn't take a Batgirl or Pepsi at retail?
I already have them. So
there you go.
It's in context. Would I also get a Bruce Wayne and a Sprite if it was offered to me? I would probably say no, because even though on paper it's worth money to me to just buy it and not think about it, my desire to stay open to getting the Platinum Daytona is higher than my desire for money. Basically. Like if I got a steel sports watch, I recognize that as being a potential hiccup to getting a platinum Daytona, and that probably did happen to me. So I got a steel Pepsi at the beginning of the year, like January 3, like literally the beginning of the year. And then a platinum Daytona, I think, was delivered to the AD somewhere in March. And I was asked if I'm still open to, try and get that watch and everything. And so my name was on a short list where it would have competed with other people, but I had recently gotten a Pepsi. Now, do I regret that? Should I have said no to the Pepsi and if I was guaranteed the Platona? The answer is no, because I'm never guaranteed a Platona. Even in that situation, I don't know if the Pepsi was the thing that prevented me from getting it this year, or is there still months to go? I don't know.
Do you have an Air King in your collection?
Yeah, I got the Air King.
And do you actually wear that?
Not much. I do wear it though. The last time I wore it, because I've been looking at that one, I was like, should I really let that go? Because I don't wear it that much. I put it on. I'm like, this is a special piece. It's still fun. So, yeah. Ultimately, if it's not a precious metal piece, it's not burning the biggest hole in my pocket possible. And if I still get a kick out of wearing it, I think that's a good reason to keep it. The Speedmaster, I don't feel great whenever I get that one out. Like, I'm not like, oh yeah, Speedmaster. It doesn't.
It reminds you of Archie too much, so you don't really pick it up anymore. Or...
Maybe. Maybe. It really comes down to the brand. Like Omega, I feel like there was that scandal that we talked about. A few times back. Like, that really soured me on the brand. Like, I just see it as just a complete shell game with no real substance. And I just don't want to wear the Omega anymore. So that one should leave my collection, but I've never sold anything, so I'm not, the wheels move slow on that one. Even so, the other closest one that would have come to like, that maybe I don't really need that, is the Tudor Pelagos. But the last time I wore it, I still liked it. I mean, is it my favorite watch? Absolutely not, but I still liked it. So that's a pretty low how would I say that? That's a pretty high bar to still like a watch, considering it's competing with another like dozen watches of all very desirable, level. I still like wearing the Pelagos, and it's still enjoyable. It doesn't get as much wrist time, but I still like it. So it probably, escapes the auction block, simply because I like it. Now, if it was like $15,000 watch, and I'm not wearing it, I don't like it. That's a bit easier. But I think the resale value on the Pelagos is only about $3,200, something like that. So it's some money, but with our expenses, that'd cover a week of expenses. I blink in that week. You know what I mean? Like, I had one more week of expenses covered, or I get another day with the Pelagos next year where I go, I like this thing.
Right.
I don't know. I haven't figured out how to think about such things, like in that sort of price range, like a couple $1,000. Like, I can't keep spending money where it's like, okay, anything that's a couple $1,000, I just buy a new laptop, buy this, buy that. It probably wouldn't hurt me individually, but in aggregate, that decision making could fuck up my retirement. I just keep thinking, there's only a couple thousand, buy that. A couple thousand, buy that. Yeah, in aggregate, that will fuck up my retirement. So I haven't, I don't know. I haven't come to terms with exactly how that works out. Like, if it keeps occupying my head, like, once a week, maybe I should solve that problem for like a couple $1,000. The one that I did solve recently was this. I don't know if I've showed you this.
What like that larger
wallet? Yeah.
Okay.
So for my 40th, I only had like a $17 fake carbon fiber, not even fake leather wallet. And I had that for like 10 years. And for my 40th, I decided to find the best wallet possible. And I decided it was this, the Bottega Veneta wallet, bifold wallet.
How many credit card slots does it have?
Oh, a lot. 8.
8, yeah.
But I didn't buy it 2 years ago because the store at Caesars treated me like shit. So I just said, oh, I'm not going to solve this problem. They're going to treat me like shit. But I was at the Wynn the other day, and we needed to kill about 10 minutes of time, and the Bottega was there, and they didn't have one. I'm like, okay, my wallet, my current wallet escapes the pinch this time, but she said, oh, actually, I think I know the one you're talking about. I think we got it around the back. And so it was this one, brand new, and I pulled the trigger. I mean, on the outside, it looks like I had made a impulse purchase, but it was literally on my mind for years. Sold now for the price of $780.
Right. Bottega Veneta is the brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
And they specialize in this leather where they do this cross thing, so that it goes under over. And this means that it actually has double the amount of leather than a normal design, right? And then the amount of craftsmanship to construct it is much, much higher than almost any other piece that doesn't do that. So yeah, I think this is the best bifold wallet on the market. Sure the Gucci and Louis Vuittons look nice. I just what I didn't like about Louis Vuitton was that their wallet was made in Italy, I think. And similarly, Montblanc, their leather good was made in Italy. But Louis Vuitton is not an Italian brand. They're French. So why is the wallet I'm buying from them made in Italy? Oh, because
Montblanc is German, but yeah, their leather is Italian. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, why is this made? Why am I buying an Italian leather good from a French company, or an Italian leather good from a German company? There's something that stinks about that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's not authentic, quote unquote. But Bottega Veneta
it would be like
Italian
buying Cartier cufflinks, like Cartier cufflinks at the Cartier boutique, but they're made in China.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
They may look good, but they're not the real thing. So
yeah.
Or they're not Cartier. Yeah.
Yeah. But Bottega Veneta is an Italian leather goods maker, so there's nothing disingenuous about it,
And that's over.
And it's very prominent. They say made in Italy right on the inside of the wallet when you open it up, and I'm like, it's sort of kind of yuck in my opinion.
And that's in the Forum Shop location.
There's one of these at every casino. Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay.
There's a Bottega at every casino pretty much, and there's more than one Louis Vuitton.
I'm sure not at the Rio. But...
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah.
But yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like it can be expensive in that 2000 under range. If it's occupied enough in my mind for long enough, it's probably worth solving. But certainly not impulse purchase something at $2,000. That would be stupid. But getting that FXD and GMT is something that I may do eventually. I don't really want to do it, but man, I keep thinking about it. So,
do you ever, when you go to bed at night, everyone else is asleep, and you're trying to fall asleep, you just keep having these thoughts about watches, and you can't fall asleep?
No, I go to bed pretty easy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
but also, I completed my must-have watch collection years and years ago.
Yeah.
All this stuff about like Platinum Daytona and stuff like that. Like, it's perfectly fine if I never get such a piece. But yeah, like my core lineup is the green Submariner, Batgirl, Explorer 2 white, Explorer 1 36, and Panda Daytona. Like with those watches, I never needed anything like. There's no collection that is improved after those watches, and even though I've got double the amount of watches than those 5, well, more than double.
Yeah, your dealer has just about all the major brands, but they didn't have Vacheron. I remember talking to the
They
sales
used
lady.
to. They
Uh huh.
used to. Before the big store opened, they used to have Vacheron, and they used to
Mm-hmm.
have Patek as well. The only
Mm.
one that they didn't have in the past was AP. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think with Vacheron, I won't comment too much. I mean,
Yeah, you're
there's
right,
a
right, right.
reason they don't carry these brands. Ultimately, they don't sell that well. They don't make that much money.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
I don't think if they were carrying Vacheron that would be like their number 2 brand in the store.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, they had a good selection of IWC. I noticed when I was there, so I remember that.
Yes,
They
but
had the
there is an
Angenour
IWC
and bunch.
boutique opposite it now.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's sort of hard to say what you would get out of buying from a boutique versus the big store, the Time Dome.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
say you're probably always better off buying at the Time Dome at the big store, because they can get you watches other than IWC.
Right, right, right.
Like ultimately, like you buy an IWC, you can buy more IWCs. That's fine if that's all you want. But yeah, it's not true of Vacheron and Patek that people only buy. Well, there's some people who do only buy those things, but not many. Not many.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like Patek didn't help them at all. Like they had like completely separate books. So buying a Patek wasn't going to help you get a Rolex, and buying Rolexes weren't going to help you get a Nautilus.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I went to the Watches of Switzerland store in one of the hotels next to the Wynn, Encore or whatever it was called. I don't remember.
Yeah.
And they
You
had
sure
all
it
these.
wasn't the Wynn itself? Because
It
that's
might have
where the
been the
Watch of
Wynn
Switzerland.
or the
Yeah,
one that
it's
it's
probably the Wynn.
attached to. I forgot the name.
Yeah.
Palazzo or something. But and they had a bunch of Pateks on display, like the Aquanaut and stuff. But I asked the guy, I said, "Are those for sale?" And he goes, "No, those are display only." Yeah.
Right.
They would sell immediately if they could, if they were real to sell.
Right. Yeah, I'm surprised they even had them for display.
Yeah. Well, anyway. So, what are you playing? World of Warfare? What's it called?
World of Warcraft is very old by now.
And is that where you blow up spaceships and stuff, or kill aliens?
No. That's more like Dungeons and Dragons, really.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's the original MMO. They re-released it. It's like its 20th year anniversary. Yeah, 20 year anniversary. So they re-released the original version. So that's what I'm playing.
Yeah.
I didn't get to experience it 20 years ago, so you get to right now. I like that. I like that kind of thing where you get to stand in that river that you once stood in before.
Right.
You know that saying?
No.
Let me find it. That's a good quote. Quote. Yeah. This is it. A man cannot step into the same river twice, because it is not the same river and he is not the same man. Heraclitus. Some good ancient Greek philosophy there. Oh, yeah, you can't stand in that river again, because you aren't. The river has changed and you have changed. And I think it's just a reminder of being in the present. You know, you
Heraclitus was a PATEK man, by the way. I read that in one of his books. But he was anti-Rolex. He hated him. But anyway.
Yeah. But what I like about this anniversary is it is this attempt to stand in that river again, and it's close enough. It's close enough.
Yeah.
But you know, why is that the case? Why do we do this? I mean, life is short, So why do we ever want to stand in that river again? You know?
Because at the first time it was really good, and you want to have that again.
Yeah.
Because maybe later on you're just not as happy, or things are worse, and you wish you could go back to that same place.
It's true. But
I'd like to go back to my elementary school playground, but I'd probably get arrested, so it wouldn't be the same.
Right.
Thing.
I've visited. So in my last trip to Australia, I went and visited all of the places of my childhood growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I went to my old kindergarten. I went to my old primary school. I went to my old high school. I didn't do university because I visited my university a few times the last time around. But and I visited the old park I used to go to with my dad. And for sure, it's not trying to stand in the same river. You know, I'm literally not a kid, and I'm not going to school. But there was a lot of fun in going back to those places, and some was fun, some was melancholy.
Yeah, exactly.
So it is interesting. I don't think it's a folly to go to that river again, but it would only be folly if you thought you were going to do that again. If by going there that you would achieve the same thing again.
Yeah, right.
So,
gee, you sound like another Sodo intellectual, like I've been called by that guy. Oh, that's Chicago English. Yeah, Sodo intellectual. So, but that's from the Viscountness. Anyway, Jesus, yeah.
I mean, I have a big list of nostalgic things, and even my entire home theater is basically an ode to nostalgia, because I hardly watch anything new.
So all day long you watch the $6 Million Woman kind of thing, or whatever it's called.
I've only bought
the Bionic
for the
Woman,
most part. My Blu-ray collection, I've got like 500 movies. I've already seen almost exactly all of them. And that's the reason I bought them, because I think they were good movies and I'd like to see them again. So to some extent, like watching things, but you see, I find much more value in rewatching something that I know is good than just watching the slop that they show
I agree with that
algorithm.
completely. Yeah.
And I think some movies are worth a rewatch and re-understanding, not because the movie has changed. Now in some ways it has, because I'm seeing it in high quality, I'm getting a theater experience, while previously I probably had it on like a laptop screen or a TV screen. But I have changed as a person. I can experience it again anew, and some movies are better and some movies are worse. Oh, and I did that last night. So I watched and I'll be doing it again tonight. I watched Short Circuit with my son. Do you remember? Do you know the movie?
I don't know that.
1982 with Steve Guttenberg and Ali Sheedy. It was
okay, no, I don't know that. Yeah,
a robot number 5 that came to life. And that's a far better movie than I thought it would be. And even though the last time I saw it was maybe I was like 8 years old, was the last time I saw it, but I must have watched it so many times because I still remembered every line of that movie.
Wow.
I still remembered what they were going to say and how they would say it, including the delivery. So yeah, really, really fantastic moment. And what was also fantastic, also maybe not me being in the river again, but my son being in that river, he really loved it. He really, really loved it. So Short Circuit 2 is on the table tonight for the home theater.
Yeah, I've seen him in several films, but I never heard of that one. So, yeah.
I'd say as an adult, it probably isn't the first one you'd go to, but
yeah,
I certainly thought it was very charming. It's obviously in the family movie level, but better than this Disney shit.
I'm going to send you. Can you write down this? I'm going to type this movie in the comment. This would be just about one of the greatest movies you could show your kids. and I doubt you've heard of it. They probably have never heard of it, you know. Nor, is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, it's a Disney film back when Disney was really Disney. Okay, before it became a deviant, perverted place. The Three Lives of Thomasina, 1963. And it's certainly on YouTube or some other channel you can find very, very easily. And your family will absolutely, not that I've met them, but they will the kids will absolutely love it. And I think you and your wife will like it too. But it's phenomenal. Okay.
Oh yeah,
It's about a girl and her cat and her dad, and yeah. But it's a fantastic film.
Yeah. I'll add it to my list. I've got a spreadsheet here. 3 Lives of Thomasina.
It's an absolutely fantastic family film.
And my son likes cats. He might like that.
Little kids will just be all teary-eyed, and they'll never forget it. It's that good.
Okay.
I remember it from when I was a little kid. I don't know how old I was when I saw it, but I remember it. And I watched it about a month ago. It was still great. Yeah.
Wow. I wonder if Disney even has this in their catalog.
It was
Like
shown
Disney
as
Plus,
the Disney TV show, but maybe it was a movie theater Disney thing. I don't remember. Yeah.
It looks like a feature film. I don't see why.
Yeah, it might have been a movie theater thing.
It was available on DVD, but everything was available on DVD.
Yeah.
Streaming. Let's see. I was on Disney movies on DVD. They never had a Blu-ray release, but the quality probably never warranted it. Interesting.
Yeah, it's not well known, but it's a great film. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, that's from the same time as they made another film, which for kids is just incredible.
Yeah, so it's not available on any streaming service.
It's on YouTube. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not discounting. Like probably available on Apple too, but not on just straight streaming like a subscription,
right.
Which is interesting because Disney Plus. It's like they literally don't have the full back catalog of Disney movies.
This was the same year. Let me type in another film for you. Your kids will really love this as well. Same star, Patrick McGowan, one of my favorites in both movies. And this is fantastic. Dr. Sin, alias the Scarecrow. That's on YouTube and other places. I'm sure you can find it. But phenomenal kids film, just phenomenal.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, just wanted to pass that along to you.
Yeah. I'm looking it up. Yeah.
I mean, you'd like them too, I'm sure. But yeah, for 5-year-old kids, give or take, I mean, just incredible.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I have to help prepare
it's time.
dinner now.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Ozzy, thank you very much. 3-hour show. And that was great.
Yeah. Anytime I can do 3 things at once, it's good.
Very good. Right. And thanks for showing the pink Tudor. I really like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You bet. All right. Terrific. Thanks, Ozzy. And thanks, everyone, for watching the show and for the generous channel support, Nelson, RLXWY, and Rich Mitch, mt85. Thanks, everyone. See you coming soon. Good night.